And we're back. We are back, but not for long because I'm not going to be on here all night. Gotta go to bed. So, how are y'all doing? Hit that like button as y'all come in so we can discuss. She who triggers controls his mind. We're going to discuss this. And the reason why I chose this topic is because I think a lot of ladies are afraid to trigger men or to use their use psychology when dealing with men, or they don't know how, or they're afraid, or whatever. But the one thing that men are not afraid to do is use the same method on women. They're not afraid at all. But for some reason, women are afraid. You fear losing. When you fear losing, you don't make moves. Okay. And you lose anyway because you don't make any moves. So if you can trigger a man the way that you want to trigger him, you then control how he thinks and how he feels. Um, so when you trigger someone, you know exactly how to get a reaction out of them. You know exactly what to say, when to say it, how to say it, who to say it to, when to say it, or whatever. And you understand that once you trigger this person, they're going to do exactly what you know that they're going to do next. So, if you want to hold any type of control, or if you want to get the person emotionally attached, you must use triggers to trigger them emotionally, um, trigger their ego, and all sort of things. Okay. Um, Now, if you don't understand what I'm talking about, just listen. I'll give you an example of how men trigger women. They will say something to get you to argue with them so that they can go out with their friends. They want to go out. Therefore, they know if they say, "Hey, can I go out with my friends?" It's going to be an issue. You're going to say no. Then they're going to be like, "No, I can't go out." But they know if they pick a fight with you or if they trigger you, you'll blow up and get mad, and then they'll be like, "Well, I'm leaving. I can't take this anymore," and go straight out with their friends. And that was the entire plan. So they control you. They control exactly how you feel, and they control exactly what you do, and they control, themselves being able to go wherever they want to go because they trigger you so easily. So if you understand this, you know that by triggering someone, you can pretty much do what you want to do. So when you trigger people, especially men, you got to work on that ego. Thank you. That's that dude. Libras are good at this. Pay attention. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, you got to trigger people. You got to, sometimes it may cause embarrassment to them. Sometimes you may have to make them feel less than, even if it is by accident. For example, you know, if you know your man got money and he prides himself on having money or whatever it is, or he prides himself on something, you use that in which he prides himself in and you use that as the trigger. So for example, if a man prides himself on, being smart or having a lot of money, you use that against him. You're like, I know I know you don't have a lot of money right now, or you may be going through some financial issues and you might not be talking about them, but you know, I really, really got to get something done and I really need this much money. So I'm trying to figure out what I need to do because, I don't want to impede on your financial troubles. What? I'm not broke. I have money. Now, he got money. So when you need something and he doesn't want to give it to you, or he says I ain't got it, he can't say he ain't got it. Now he just told you he got money. You know, if you want, a man to listen to what you're saying, or if they're If they think that they know everything and they're super smart and you want to take them down a notch and control them, you can say, I know you don't know a lot about this subject, like, you know, many other people do, but you know, what do you think about A, B, C, and D? I mean, I know you're not a pro or anything. I know you don't have a lot of information, but just the best of your knowledge. Then they'll go become a pro on whatever you're asking them, or whatever, whatever, and they'll come back and give you all the information. That way, you don't have to do any research. And then whatever you're asking about, you can come back later and say, "Oh, well, that thing that we were talking about? Well, I think I want to start a business, or I want to invest in that. And that sounds such a good idea. You gave me a great idea. Now it's their idea. You are so smart. Thank you so much. You are so smart. Thank you for, I knew you knew more. I guess I underestimated you. So do you think it's a good idea to invest in that? Yeah. How much do you think is a good idea? How much would you invest? Oh, really? That's a good number. Well, maybe I should invest that. Maybe that could be my gift. You know, trigger people. Um, if it's the mama's boy, and it's a mama's boy, and he's acting like a mama's boy, all you got to do, it's not emasculating them because you're also asking them a question. So you need their help, obviously, because even though they may not know about something, you obviously don't know about it at all. You see? So if you have a mama's boy situation, you can say, I know you got to go ask your mom first. I know you got to run this past your mom first. So after you run this past your mother, would you let me know if you can do A, B, C, and D? I don't have to run it past my mother. Well, normally you do. So, run this past your mom, get her okay and approval. I don't run everything past my mom. I don't have to do that every time. Okay, but normally you do. That gets him to do it less. Okay. Control them with their triggers. So that will help the mama boys out here, the ladies dealing with mama boys. Why am I so cynical and low key petty? I'm not low key. I'm high key. I'm telling it like it is. I'm not low key. Okay, thank you. Um, it's not being cynical. It's the game, baby. The game. It's strategy. It's called strategy. Do you call someone low key cynical if they're on the football field using their strategy? No, it's a good play. That's a good play. Okay, this is the good play. This is the play. This is what we discuss in the huddle. Okay. Um, you want to go somewhere? Act like you know he don't want to go. Well, what do you want to do tonight? Well, I know you're gonna say no. What? What is it? No, you're gonna say no. I don't know what you don't never know. What did you do? Well, you always say no, so you're gonna say no to the fact that I want to do A, B, C, and D. And so wherever you go, he knows you're not gonna be happy. He knows he was gonna say no originally if you hadn't mentioned that he's gonna say no. So now he says, okay, I guess we can do that. Even though he would have said no if you would have just asked or suggested, no, let's do something else instead. No, let's do that. We did that. Or, no, I don't like that. But if you start off, I know you gonna say no. No, it's okay. You make him pull it out of you, trigger him as to, oh well, why are you making decisions for me? You don't know if I'm gonna say no or not. You know, then you sound miserable after, he suggests something else. He knows you really want to do that. So he's gonna get points if he does what you want to do this. Then you're gonna be doing exactly what you want to do. It's just how you gotta start off. Um, Make sure you think about this before you open your mouth. Don't try to go back and fix it. Do it ahead of time, and then it will come out the right way the first time. Um, let's just say you want a new phone. You want the upgrade. My phone is glitching. I need a new phone. Ugh, I hate this phone. How? Oh, I need a new phone. What? That phone works fine. Yeah, but it's glitching and I'm missing like half your texts that come through and you know, don't text them back ahead of time. It's like, I didn't get your text. My phone is glitching. Da, 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 da. It's just an old phone. Maybe I dropped it too many times. I don't know. But I need a new phone, babe. I need a new phone so I can talk to you. I miss you. And I hate that I miss your calls. It's just like, ugh, it makes me so sad because I think you don't call me all day. And I'm like, why isn't he calling me or texting me? Because I'm missing all the texts because my phone is stupid. And then I get mad and upset at you, and I'm mad at you. And then when I get home, I have an attitude. And then um, later on, like down the road, all your texts come in, and it's like it's so frustrating because I'm mad at you for nothing. And then then I feel guilty and I feel bad, and it's just like an emotional roller coaster because I need a new phone. There you go. Um, so but you gotta make that sound real though. That gotta sound real. You gotta start crying or something. You need a new upgrade on your phone? Well, use that, girl. But you gotta plan it. You gotta not answer them texts when they come through from a certain person. You gotta be mad when you see them or talk to them. You ask why they didn't text you and call you when they texted you and called you. Mhm. So prepare at least a day or two or three ahead. Okay? Some of this takes preparation. Um, if you're dealing with an older man, you got to remind him of his age. Thank you, Anna Maria Sprinkle Sprinkle. Remind him of his age when he forgot how old he was. You know, put him back in his place. You can do it in a nice way, like ask him about something from the past to remind him of how old he is when he starts acting like he's young. Like if a guy who's supposed to be, the prize, you'd be like, oh, "Were you alive when A, B, C, and D happened?" Okay, tell me about it. What was it like to live in those times? Did they have microwaves? Ask stupid questions. You know, it's a friendly way to remind him he old and he ain't the prize. Okay. Because older men being with a younger woman, they forget their age. They look at you and they feel like they're your age because they're with a young woman. But when you ask them about the World War II and they weren't even born, that's gonna get them. Were you alive when World War II happened? What actually happened? Why was it a world war? Were you in Vietnam? Okay. Did they have microwaves when my kids asked me that? Did they have microwaves when I was young? I said, yeah, half my childhood they did, the other half they didn't. Or at least I don't think they did. Or we didn't have one. I don't know. We had one when I was, in elementary school. Okay. You use my advice. Oh yeah, you started cuddling talk session service for money and you got paid. Okay, see, she started her own business and she getting paid. Some of y'all up there cuddling for free. Thank you. That's a great idea. Um, People say she is a man hater. I don't hate men. I'm married. Just because you have game doesn't mean you hate the person or the type of person you're playing the game on. It doesn't mean you hate them. It means you want to be beneficial in that exchange. You want to be benefited in that exchange. Okay. It doesn't mean you hate them because you want what's best for you. It means you love yourself. Okay. But doesn't because you love yourself and you want the most out of every experience doesn't mean you hate the other person involved in the experience. Where do y'all get that from? Do I come on here and say I hate men? No, I've never said that. And I never will because I don't hate men. I got men posted everywhere. I got Michael Jackson. I got my husband downstairs. I got, you know, most of my playlists are men. So I don't hate men. Like they say, don't hate the player, hate the game. Come on. If I hated men, I wouldn't even spend my time or energy trying to benefit from them. Okay. I wouldn't let them shine by standing next to me and looking like they look standing next to me. Okay. I wouldn't let them shine. I would find someone else, you know, and do whatever I needed to do. But honestly, women don't really hate men. They probably hate the behavior sometimes of men. They probably hate the games that men play, but they don't hate the men in particular or in general. They don't hate them because they talk about them every day. They look at them every day. They may not like what you did or how you gained them or how they make you feel about yourself because, you know, some of them are not too nice, but they don't hate them. I could never hate anybody. Um, mm, right. So I don't think that at all. If it makes him feel old, how does it benefit me if he's married? If you want to still feel young and be around this young, that you as a young woman, he needs to remember that you are a prize to him because you're young. And then you'll be put in the position to remind him that you're probably young enough to be his child. So when you ask for something, he may most likely give it to you because he's reminded that he is old. He has many, many years on you and he can afford to give you what you ask for. And that's that. Okay. Um, right. So if you set the tone that he's much, much older than you, when you ask for something, he's gonna feel silly saying no because you are so young. Like, why can't you do this for me? You're way older than me. You should be able to get this. You should be able to do this. You know, if you're 60 something years old and I'm asking for you to pay, my car note and you can't pay my car note as a 60-year-old, why am I here with you? I can be with somebody my own age and ask them to pay my car note and have them say no to me, you know? So you have to remind them sometimes. That's it. Um, when men want to just stop to be nervous, what? Should I act like having feelings for my older? I've always been talking for a few months. Yeah, you can a little bit. Don't go overboard because they're gonna forget how old they are. You gotta keep it simple. Like every now and then. Oh, I was just thinking about you. Are you okay? I think about you a lot. That's it. That's it. Then he'll be like, "Oh, you do?" It's like, "Yeah, I do. I enjoy, talking to you and da da da." Da." Then when you ask for something, it's gonna be a yes, but you don't give everything. Little by little, spread it out. Like and enjoy. I really enjoy your company. Don't be saying, "Oh, I'm in love and I feel so connected to you." That's later on. Start off slow. They old. They used to waiting back in them days. You had to be married or, you know, wait for a long time to get something. Right. Hmm. Men are so. What? The thing you overlooking is most women not going to have a man that meets all their needs. A man simply because there aren't many quality men to go around, hence why women are settling for less. Well, then you don't have to have one. You can have five that meet all your needs. You can have one man for your rent. You don't have to be sleeping with him either. You can have one for your car note. You have one for this, your vacation. Okay. We already know that. That's why I always tell women to have more than one because you're right. It is very rare to find one that has the whole package. So that's why you need several. Thank you, Lori. Sugar Daddy is going to withdraw money from 401k. He has over 100,000 in it. He wants to know how much I need. I need a story to tell him why I need 40k. Girl, sprinkle, sprinkle. If his, mm, y'all help him. Y'all go, girl. You trying to take half of his 401k. You know that's his retirement, right? Hey, Michaela, sprinkle, sprinkle, girl. So you gonna try to take almost half of his 401k. Well, I hope he give it to you. That's all I can say. Good luck with that. Um, Men always have multiple women. That's true. So why do we need? Why it doesn't matter? So we know you can't meet all our needs. We learned that by now. You look greedy. I am greedy. Better than looking needy, baby. I'm glad I don't look needy. Thank you. That was a compliment. I'd rather look greedy than needy. All right. Um, you set the bar high at 40k. If you get that 40k, you better come back over here and let us know, girl. You need an operation, medical. So get a lawyer. You need a lawyer. I need a lawyer. If you get it monthly, or if you split that up and ask for like 10, 5 here, 10 there, it might be easier to get than asking for 40 all at once. Right? So ask for a little bit at a time and you're more likely to get it. Mhm. You said don't take the man's retirement. Um, yes, darling.
Oh,
I'm live. What's up?
oh, never mind.
Oh, okay.
Oh, something about the coronavirus.
Oh, just text it to me.
It's a picture.
Oh, let me see. Layla wants to show me something. Show it.
I'm trying to find it.
Oh, baby, there's somebody donate. Hold on, let me see. Thank you, Cecile. Girl, ooh, sprinkle, sprinkle. She didn't sprinkle me with 99.
Just ignore the person.
What? What?
Just read
China
this.
says another 1,771 cases of coronavirus have been confirmed. Now counts more than 4,500. The death toll reaches 25. Sprinkle, sprinkle. 25. More people just died somewhere
Did you
else.
read the last part?
What?
The U.S. prepared for evacuation.
Where they going to evacuate to? Mexico?
No.
Sprinkle,
They can't
sprinkle.
do that.
Thank you, Cecile. That was very, very nice of you. I appreciate that. And thank you, Talita. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Someone tagged me in a Pick Misha post earlier. I told them a man is responsible for building himself, then banished them from my page. As you should have. Thank you, Cecile, though, girl. She done gave me some money. That was very nice. Okay, so Layla was telling me about coronavirus. Okay. Shira, what's a scenario to spice up a boring dinner date? Maybe something where he can be the hero or something that will help build. Yeah, ask him questions. Ask him about a problem you probably think he can solve. Play stupid and dumb. You know, the obvious. Like ask him his advice on something that's not too much information, but just something simple. And then thank him for it. Say, thank you so much. You know, it just make him think that he's needed and appreciated, and you're with him more than for what he can do for you. Thank you, Nene. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thanks, Shira. I love playing this game now, and because of it, I'm only attracting men with money. Thanks, Shira. Girl. Yay, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, when you start playing this as a game, now, when you start playing this as a game, you don't fear anything. It's just a game to you. You don't fear losing. So you're not afraid to trigger people because you got three backups. So you're not afraid. And so it's kind of like, playing the stock market or gambling. When you got money, when you got backup, you're not afraid to invest this amount of money. You're not afraid to gamble this amount of money because it's your throwaway money. It doesn't matter. And if you win extra added bonus, and this is how a lot of these ladies are doing because they don't fear losing because they're not in real relationships. They are just in these relationships to see how they can benefit. If it should turn into a relationship, great. But when you don't have fear of losing, you win. Okay. So y'all have to understand that you can't have any fear of, triggering people to get the reaction that you're trying to get to control them to do what you need them to do. So bruising their ego, tricking them, using reverse psychology, triggering them on being a mama's boy. You're going to get exactly what you want if you use it. Hey, Michaela Pink. You say every single time. I use the example of like if they're with a mama's boy and you don't like that aspect, or he always has to run everything by his mom, then you can say, I know you're gonna ask your mom, I know you're gonna run this by your mom, but A, B, C, and D. So after you talk to your mother, let me know what you guys decided. I don't have to talk to my mom every time. I don't have to get permission from her. Da, 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 da. Therefore, he will do it less and less because he already thinks that you think he can't make decisions on his own. Therefore, you have triggered him, and now he'll do the opposite. So use that to your advantage. You can use that for anything. Well, I know you don't. I know you're going to say you don't have enough money, or you'll think about it, or you'll get back to me on Friday. You said cheating on them. You can't be afraid to lose, Michaela. Y'all go subscribe to Michaela. She does videos if you're new on my channel about the same stuff. Okay. Thank you. Yep. If you're not afraid to lose, you will win, or most of the time, because they feel like you have too many options and they want to be one of them. Thank you, Kit Kat. Hello, my goddess. What if your man wants to do prenup, 100K a year, sex once a week? 100K a year. I mean, it's better than some people's deals. That's up to you. I'll take it, 100K a year. But can you get extra? Like, can you get any more? Is that the bare minimum? What? Can you start your own? You can invest that money into whatever you like. You can be gone. How long do you have to stay in a marriage? Get the details. If it works in your favor, do it. Hey. um, should you remind him to send the money? What? In the AM or PM? It's 5 a.m. here. Girl, I would call him out on it. I know you haven't sent the money yet. I know you procrastinate on sending me money. I know you always say you're gonna send me money and then don't send me nothing until I get mad. But um, I know you probably haven't sent the money yet because you procrastinate on every time you tell me you're gonna send me money. So I just wanted to let you know that I really, we're depending. I'm really depending on that. If they already said that they were going to do it. So, da, da, da. But if they say they're going to do something, I really wouldn't remind them, I would just, come with the story. Like, I went to the store to use my card because you said you deposited this money in my account or whatever. And I had to put all my groceries back, make them feel bad about it. I had to put all my groceries back. I had to take, it was so embarrassing. I am so humiliated. I am in my car crying. I needed, this, and that for tomorrow, and I can't even get it at the grocery store. I'm just devastated right now. I really, really just, I don't know what to think about this. Really? I'm so sorry. I'm gonna go deposit it right now. I mean, like, what's your PayPal or something? Go back and get the groceries. You know, Mhm. Well, why did you do that? Why didn't you call and make sure? Why didn't you check before? Because I trusted you. I trusted you. You said, I promise you, I will have that in your account tomorrow. And so I thought, it's late. You would have had it in there. I trusted you. Is there some reason why I shouldn't trust you anymore? Oh, next time I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it right now. Next time, don't worry. The next time you ask, you're going to go run to put it in there. Why? Because of the guilt. Okay. So you don't have to beg, man, and check on. You gonna send that money? You gonna send that money? Mm-mm. Start crying. No. Hello. I'm at the grocery store and my card is not going through. There you go. If he feels it's disrespectful, he's gonna definitely trigger it and trying to flip it on you. So, Shira, don't mind the name. I went on a lunch date with a 68-year-old for the first time. When is it okay to ask him for money, lawyer, and immigration fee? Girl, tell him about your situation and see if he suggests anything. Don't ask him for anything. Tell him about your situation and cry. Don't ask him for a thing. If he likes you, he will offer you whatever you need. If you ask him, he'll feel like this is the only reason you're seeing me. But if you tell him the story and don't ask anything, he'll offer because he knows that's what you want. And that's how to get to you. hmm You can trust me. Don't tell him all at once. Tell him a little bit at a time. Make him drag it out of you. Tell him a little bit at a time. Do I act like I don't want to be married to get married? Yeah, of course. When someone asks you, "Oh, what are you looking for? Do you want to get married, have kids?" Oh, no, I just want to, I just want to have fun, travel, explore life, have fun with, whoever I'm with, and just take everything as it comes. Um, get to know someone, enjoy that person, and just really just have a good time with all that pressure. Nobody wants to be pressured. I'm very, just I don't like any of those type of things looming over my head, and that'll make him think like, oh well, you know, dang. Then he loosens up and tells you more and allows himself to get closer to you because he doesn't think you're out to try to get married quick. So he's going to be more honest with you, more open with you. Um, he'll push you away less because he doesn't think you're trying to, hurry up and get married. So he'll, you know, do more things with you. hmm hmm You could all do with a paper route. We don't want your job. We don't want to take your job, naughty boy. Keep your paper route. The only paper we want is cash. Um, but it's okay to tell him my business so soon. No, tell him a little bit at a time, just a little bit. You know, look like have fun, and then all of a sudden get a little bit of sad and like, oh, well, what is it? What is? Oh, it's nothing. Just thinking about something. Well, what are you thinking about? I want to know. I want to know everything about you. Well, if I tell you, I don't. I don't want to scare you away. Oh, what do you mean you're going to scare me away? The reverse psychology. Oh no, don't worry about it. I think I have someone helping me on my issue. Well, let me know. Maybe I can help you. Bam. Michaela, thank you, girl. I need to be sprinkled with a few drops of this patience goals, my friend. Sprinkle, sprinkle, girl, get some patience. Girl, you might have to go into meditation before you get on. Uh, thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Act like he can't help you. Say, don't worry about it. Oh, I have someone trying to help me right now. Well, what is it? What is it? Lawyers. What is it? What is it? Maybe I can help you. Well, I don't know. Like, I don't know if you can help me or not. Well, what is it? If he drags it out of you and he makes you tell him what's wrong, and don't tell him everything, just tell him a little bit, he's going to feel obligated to offer you some sort of assistance, no matter what it is: money, paperwork, references. If he has to drag something out of you because you don't think he's capable of solving your problem when he's a lawyer, oh, yeah. So use that trigger. Um, but don't tell him the whole story. Just tell him a little bit. Who taught you all this game? I don't know. I just do it naturally. You know, I think I study people, and I was like, okay, the trigger. Mhm, mhm. If I really want something, this is how I gotta get it. I'm not even gonna chance not getting it. So I'm gonna use this reverse psychology. I'm gonna trigger that ego. I know I'm gonna use his strength as his weakness. Bam. That's how you do it. Thank you, Haley. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you for all your help. Fairy godmother. My sugar daddy bought me a car and a monthly allowance will fly me out to visit for a week at a spa while he works. Girl, congratulations. That sounds good to me. Go ahead. So I think about stuff before I do anything. I sit there and contemplate what is the best way to get the most or at least something out of this situation. You take their strength and make it their weakness. That's all you got to do. Um, Strength into weakness. That's it. Whatever your strength is, you don't want to be seen as weak in that area, right? If you do it innocently, considerate in a considerate way, you'll get the response you're looking for. Mm, she teaches psychology better than they do in college. Well, thank you. Have you ever thought about doing what at Walmart? Begging for groceries at Walmart? No, I don't want to do what your mama do. Girl, boy, bye. Okay. Your mama is not goals, not career goals. Okay, anyway, all men don't have egos. Well, then work on their other weakness, right? They don't have ego, work on their other weakness. You've been around them, you know their weakness. Work on their strength. What are they really good at? What do they pride themselves on? Use that. You saw the trigger quote on Pinterest today. Oh, yeah. The LinkedIn meme had me weak. When do you pull back from triggering? When you get what you want. If you trigger it if you trigger them in an innocent way, they won't take offense to it. Like, or if you over ask for a big favor, if you, I really need your help, I have a huge favor to ask. You say all men do want something though, right? That's right, Kayla. I have a huge favor to ask. They're gonna get all pumped up for this major thing that they're probably in the mood to say no for. And then you ask for something like that. Oh, that's it? Oh, yeah, I can do that. Set them up and then get what you really want. Oh my gosh. Okay. I have to ask you for something. Like, this is major, big time. Like, I know, I don't know if you're going to be able to do this. And I really don't even want to ask you this. I mean, this is just, if you could do this for me, I would just be like, oh my God. He think you finna ask him to, buy you a house or pay your car off or, give you 20,000, $50,000 or save, you know, donate a kidney or something. And then you ask him for something very small, but not super small, but in the middle. Oh yeah, I can do that. No problem. So set them up big and then ask for something in the middle. I really need a new computer. I really need a new laptop or a new phone. Bam! He think you finna ask for double digits with comma, 3 zeros behind it. All you asked for was a phone or a laptop. Okay, that's it. Well, that's only like this much money. I thought you were gonna ask me for like to buy you a car, to pay your mortgage off, or you know. So if you want something like that, build them up to think it's gonna be something huge. Okay, and you're gonna trigger them by making them think that you're getting ready to offend them with something you're about to ask them for on a major level. They are already prepared to say no. They already, I'm gonna say no, but she can go ahead because I'm so curious to see how bold she is. Oh, that's it. Oh, that's not a problem. Even though you would have said no if she would have asked you straight up, oh, can you buy me a phone? No, you know, I don't know you well enough, or we only been together this long. But if you just met her, you're trying to impress her. She's beautiful, out of your league, and she's oh major, phone. Oh, that's no problem. Let's go to the store right now. Okay, but you got to do it like that in closer to the beginning, rather than after he knows you already. Well, yeah. So when they meet you, they are eager to impress. You don't need to trigger a man that loves you. You don't need to trigger nothing in a man that loves you. If he love you, he gonna pay all them bills. He gonna do stuff without you even asking. That's true. But until then, you need them triggers. Um, out of his league is the key. Yes, yes, you got to be out of his league. I think a lot of ladies on here want to have someone that looks decent or just as good as they do, and then wonder why they don't have any power in that relationship. Mhm. Do you believe you can find a real man on a online dating? I mean, I'm sure there's people that have, oh, we met online, whatever, whatever, but I don't know. Who knows? I know people have done it, so I guess it's possible. What if the guy is older and seems insecure about his age? I don't think he's used to dating younger women. You got to make him feel young first, so he forget. Okay, you got to make him feel young at first. Tell him he looked a certain age that he don't look for real. Like, oh, if he's 60, tell him he look 40. I thought you were 40. You look so young. What are you doing? You must work out. Maybe build him up, make him forget he old. Then when you need to pull that trigger, pull it. Well, did they have telephones when you were a little boy? Okay, in a nice way. Pull it. Um, who? What? Look about video. How many young boys want what? I met this 50-year-old man, and he seems interested. Then stopped texting me after telling him I was fine with him being 50. That's because you said. That's because you used the word 50. Let me use the number 50. I'm fine. Fine is not excited. Fine is I'll deal with you. You know, fine is a bad word when it comes to telling someone they're fine. Oh, I'm fine with it. That means, oh, I'll use you. I don't care how old you are. You have to build that up. Oh my gosh, you are the perfect age, or you don't look 50. Wow, you're so young looking. Da, da, da. Thank you, Iana. Sprinkle, sprinkle, girl. What? I don't believe it. Oh, you look sexy for, I would have never guessed that. And, they say men get more attractive with age. You should have built that up. Then, ask them if they had telephones when he was little. When you want something to remind him who's the prize, okay? um, Good for you, Iana, girl. Get your MacBook and vacations on. What amazing women when we what was amazing women when we was out and about on the town. Okay. Men are for money, cannot view them romantically. Ooh. How to trigger them and remind them you are the prize. Ask them questions. You know, hurt their ego. I mentioned several things in the beginning of the video, and so just wait till it goes. And I'm answering a few questions right now. Then I want to go because I'm not going to be on here all night. Mhm. Okay, so, and I have so many people ask me this: if you can't trigger your man properly, if you still paying bills and you living in the same house and sleeping with this man, maybe you don't have what it takes to get the job done. Okay, so a lot of people are guilty for watching these videos and building themselves up in their head before they build themselves up or level themselves up on the outside. Okay, just like he forgot he was 50, you forgot. A lot of women forget that they're not leveled up all the way. And then they start acting leveled up, but they didn't do any of the work. You get this hype feeling, and you're like, oh yeah, and you never really did much to level up, and you have the mentality, but you didn't do the outside work, or you did the outside work, but you don't have the mentality. So you have to remember that this works for a certain type of women, not all type of women. Maybe you just don't come on somebody. Right? So, just because you see countless women, successful in doing certain things, sometimes we don't realize that they put in a lot of work to get men to react to them that way. So if you're not putting in any work, this may not work for you, Mhm. This may not work for you. So you got to put in the work first. That's why I always say level up, because if you don't look the part, they're not going to play the part. hmm Um, what do you mean by level up? I mean, level up. Look like the type of woman that a man will want to pay all her bills, give her money, rescue her from financial situations that she probably makes up that aren't true, to keep her around because she makes him look good and look young, and makes him forget he's old or ugly. You know what I'm saying? You're out of his league. So when you level up, it means you look really good, and any man would do anything to call you his, or have you in his company, in his presence, even pay all your bills, or tell you you don't have to work anymore, give you money, take you on trips, buy you a car, stuff like that. um Men who make you feel guilty for being feminine and no privacy. What? I really wouldn't know, because I really wouldn't entertain that type of man. Or I would act like I didn't hear what he said. Okay. If whatever you answer to or respond to is what you deal with. When I see a phone number I don't know, I don't answer it. I don't deal with it. Why? Because I don't need to. Okay. So that's how you deal with that. You don't. Um, Never had that problem, right? If you don't deal with it, you will never have that problem. Um, Mentally, who are you? Value, believe about yourself, love on self inward. Yep, true, true. Love yourself. Feminine men always like me. I don't know why, because maybe you're masculine. Maybe you need to be more feminine so they don't like you. If you're very feminine, a feminine man will be repelled by you. He started to treat me regular. Does that mean I need to start being on point with how I look? Yep, sure does. And spend less time. Talk less, spend less time. Can you fix a bad reputation? Yes, you can change your name and your look and be around people that don't know you. Yep, you sure can. You could just get out of the environment. When, but how many women give so much? What? Change your behavior. Right. Mm, treat her well and be a man's man. Okay, yeah. So, another way to trigger someone, like if you listen to them in the beginning, like on dates and stuff, and they tell you something that maybe, something that triggered them because of childhood, then you can use that trigger. Like I always said this in my early videos, ask them about their childhood on dates. And so if they open up to you, if they tell you a little story or a little clue or hint, you can use that later on to your advantage. Like, hi, like, what's up? What's up? Well, I didn't know who else to talk to. And I figured that I could talk to you since, this happened to you when you were a child. I mean, I didn't know who else to talk to about this. And I figured I could talk to you about it. Well, what happened to you? What happened? Well, mm, you know, um, like if he didn't get along with his father or whatever. "Well, me and my dad had an argument and he was paying my car note. If he got daddy issues or, his daddy never accepted him or loved him or helped him. And he said that he's not going to pay for me anymore because A, B, C, and D. And how did you deal with your dad? How did you put it behind you? Don't ask him for the money. Ask him for advice about the situation. And he gonna be like, how much your car note? There you go. Thank you, Shanna. Sprinkle, sprinkle. A married man at my job asked to buy me a Valentine's gift. Girl, tell me you like jewelry. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Tell him what kind of jewelry you like. Tell him you like diamonds. You know, let him buy it for you. Who cares? Tell him you like roses, diamonds, whatever you like. Tell him. That way he don't bring you no bear and no candy. Okay. Um. So the game, you have to be strategic with it. Strategic people win because they took the time out to figure something out, to use their mind on a higher level to get what they want. And if you could do this, you're most likely to get what you want. If you try to wing it and think, oh, this Fashion Nova dress and this red lipstick gonna get me my money, you might be wrong. You might need to use some of this game. You know, okay. You might need to use them triggers. You might need to get into that mind, that mental, that emotion. You might need to do that in order to get the grip that you are trying to get. You know, oh, I'm just checking on you. Are you okay? Yes, I think I'm going to be better. Our talk was so helpful. I'm so glad that I turned to you. Well, whatever you need, I'm here. That's what you want to hear. Okay. Whatever you need, I'm here. Especially before he's gotten anything from you. So you got to be smart. Use the knowledge to your advantage. Don't just go out there and wing it because You think you know everything. Nope. Strategize. Okay. Shira is the female version of who? I don't even know who that is, but thank if that's good, thanks. Shira, how to use them always bringing up an ex as an advantage. I know you're still in love with your ex, but then ask for what you want, baby. Or no, don't say love. Say, I know you're kind of still stuck on your ex, and that's okay. Now he got to prove he ain't. And how do you prove that he ain't? Good gifts, money, doing whatever you want to do. You see, start off like that. I know you're still stuck on your ex, but what do you think about gonna do for Valentine's Day? You're gonna make a grand gesture to prove to you that he ain't stuck on his ex, and therefore you're gonna get extra. That's all you have to do. And that's it. Don't get mad. Use it to your advantage. The less you get angry, defensive they are. The less defensive they are, the more that they want to do for you. The more they want to do for you, the more you're going to get. Okay? That's it. Mhm. So if your offense is defense, it's not going to work. Mhm. Do is use their weakness against them. They gave it to you. It's sitting there right in your face. Oh, he's on his ex. How can I use this without making him too upset, but triggering him to do more for me? That's all you got. So this is gold digger method. Good. I mean, who's digging for coal? You know, I don't know. I'm not digging for rocks. I'm turning 40. What age man should I live with? Okay, if you look good, for me, I'm saying you 40, you need to go 60 and up, baby. Uh-huh. What if your husband treats you basic now? You married with kids, okay? Well, and level up. Look extra good. Look extra good. Dress up every day. Put that makeup on a daily basis. If he starts treating you regular, do you look regular? Now, this the end of the day. It's humid outside. I probably look a little regular today. But, you know, try to look good every day so that you get treated good every day. Um, do I see women are asking men to marry them? Yeah. Pick Misha. Ugh. I'd be like, oh my gosh. I would be embarrassed if I was that man. Ugh. I would say no. If I was a man and a woman got on her knee to marry me, that means no. If you gotta ask me, that means I don't want to. If I hadn't asked you, it's because I don't want to marry you. Okay. When a woman do that, she's super desperate. You know, I would never. Look, I didn't ask you to marry me. You can't do that. That's cheating. You can't ask me to marry you. I don't want to marry. If I did, I would have asked you. That's how I feel about it. To me, it's like, I know you're never going to ask me. So I'm going to ask you because I'm trying to trap you into saying yes. So you feel guilty and bad for leaving me out here like this. I will say no in a second if I was a man. It's like, get off your knees. I'm not marrying you. If I wanted to marry you, I would have asked you. You're not gonna push me into marrying you out of guilt. No, you know, and I don't have a ring for you. So how you gonna tell people you engaged and ain't got no ring? Girl, I'm engaged. He said yes. How that sound? Girl, I'm engaged. He said yes. He said yes. High five. Psh, where your ring at? Oh, I don't have one. Is he gonna buy you one? I don't know. I might have to buy my own. Mm-mm. A man told me a woman asked him to marry him. I was shocked. Ooh, why would you even do that? Of course, they're going to say no. Sounds jacked up. Mm-mm. Women think that's okay. It's like, you gonna marry me. I'm gonna put you on the spot in front of all my relatives. And I done put the down payment on your car. You sleep in my house. I done took you on vacation. How dare you? Now you finna marry me. You know, I bet you when those women get those men in a certain situation where they're financially dependent on that woman, that's when she popped the question. He just got a new car. She's making them payments. He laid off conveniently. Will you marry me? Well, if I'm gonna be taking care of this fool, I might as well be married to him. Then they're forced to say yes, or they'll be homeless. The life of a Dusty and a Pygmisha. I would never. Um, it takes a feminine man to accept a proposal from a woman. It take a desperate man too, desperate for shelter. Think about it. A lot of times, these men are in a desperate situation. If they say no, they know they got to pack their stuff and move out. They ain't got the money to do that. These women that ask men to marry them do it the perfect time, and they ain't got nowhere to go. And when they get good and comfortable, when right around tax season, okay, thank you. Very lots of men treat men like a dog. What? Some men know you're miserable with them and they love it. She wants to be a bro. Boyfriend loves sex and pays bills. Should I say yes every time he wants it? If you don't, if you want to hurt, sometimes you gotta say no because he gonna get bored. Okay? You say yes every time. He know he gonna say yes. It's not exciting. Men like the chase. Tell him no for a while, then tell him yes. Tell him no. No, make him work for it. If he ain't got to work for nothing, he gonna start chasing something else. Okay, okay, make him work. You said that's my cue. Hey, Kayla. Okay, I'm about to go though. So, make him work for it. If he know the answer is yes, it's boring. Make him work for it. I think you would be surprised at how attractive your personality is to certain men. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, thank you. I mean, I'll take that compliment. What to say when a married man asking what I'm looking for? I told him for him to treat me right. That means you haven't been treated right. And I always say on my videos, don't ever tell them what you're looking for. What is treating you right? Making sure that you're okay while he's over there with his wife. That's the dumbest thing. He's not gonna treat you right because he's married. Um, I would have said, "Oh, I just want you to take care of me." That's what I would have said. What you mean take care of you in every way, financially, da 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 da, and paint it out. That way he don't think anything of it. And you just told him. She act like a man in heels. She's super masculine. Who? Oh, y'all talking to each other. I like to what? Oh, Simone Banks. Y'all are so petty. I told you having your own business is not a con. I know they teach y'all that. I know you like to clock in and work for other people. I know you like asking for restroom breaks, but having your own business is not a con. Okay. Just saying. You would be surprised at how many people are you think on a low level. Okay. Your pastor is a con. Every time you go to church and you put money in that little basket, that's a con too. But you still do it. Think you going to heaven. So, right. hmm Right. It is when their advice barely works. Maybe it barely works for you. Maybe you don't look like you're supposed to look for it to work, you know. Sometimes you can't take everybody's advice if you don't look the part, you know. If you don't look the part, the advice may not work for you. If you 500 pounds, advice might not work with you. If you got one, you know, if you was bit in the face by a dog, might not work for you. So you can't just go around calling people that because it didn't work for you. Perhaps you didn't work for yourself. Okay. Yours worked though. Okay, well then congratulate me. You ain't got to be negative to other people because their advice didn't work for you. You know, be nice. I mean, women are always trying to be evil to each other. Okay, that shows you how petty and triggered you are. Don't do that. That's not nice. Um, you the point is, if someone advice doesn't work for you, then move on. You ain't got to drag them under the bus. I could say that about 1,000 people that their advice didn't work for me. I'm not sitting up here talking about them because I don't have time to do that. I'm too busy doing what works for me. So don't be like that. Right, right, right. The one thing about certain type of women is that they're too messy, and that's why a lot of people don't want to involve themselves. If you're a messy type of woman, if you're a messy type of woman, people are automatically repelled by you. So don't do that. It's a repelling action. Men can sense that too. He can tell if you messy. Whenever I get around in the presence of a messy person, and I can tell that they're messy, that's the last time I talk to them or see them. That's it. Because mess equals poverty mind. Mess equals no business. Mess equals wasting time. Mess equals negativity. Mess equals loss of money. I don't deal with mess. I do not. So please, ladies, if you are messy, keep it to yourself. Okay. Go be messy with other messy women you know, away from people because that is low class. Very low. Okay. Very low. Mm. Men should be renamed wallets. Okay. He already got 2 degrees. What? How to trigger a man that's not good looking? You have to trigger them in the opposite way. So if they act like they're good looking, but they're not, then you need to remind them. Tell them they look like someone that's ugly, but like famous at the same time. Like, you look like that actor that played on that movie, such and such. But make sure he ugly. You know that one that's always on all them Johnny Depp movies and Adam Sandler movies with the jacked up teeth and the giant bug eyeballs? That dude. You know who I'm talking about? He always the crazy one. Y'all know who I'm talking about, right? Tell him he look like that. Somebody ugly, but famous and rich. So it's kind of like a compliment. And then you can say, well, I think he's cute. And he know he ugly. So, you look like this person that's famous. Who? He'll be all excited. Who? I don't remember his name, but he played in this movie. Then like find him on your phone and be like, you're like, you think I look like that? A little bit. There you go. um, anyway, how you get being how do you get over being intimidated by older men? Why would you be intimidated by an older man? You're the prize. I would be more intimidated by a younger man. Like, why you want to be with me? I mean, watching my purse and my wallet extra close. Okay. You are the prize. Why would you be intimidated? They are probably more intimidated by you than you are them. Um, but just get used to older people. Talk to a lot of older people in everyday life, like at the grocery store. Get used to talking to older people, getting some conversations with older people that you may work with. That way, you're more comfortable speaking to older people, and it's no big deal. Because I can talk to somebody any age. I don't care. I'll talk to anybody. I don't, you know. Mhm. Isn't triggering someone to control their manipulative behavior? Yes, it is. It is. But so is many other things. Just like commercials on TV. They'll trigger you. You're hungry. They show a picture of some food. They'll trigger you to go off your diet. That's manipulation. But you ain't complaining. You go. It's it's just how things are. And if it's harmless, then it doesn't matter. But we're all manipulated in some form or fashion. So I don't see why we can't use it for our advantage either. If the TV can use it, then I'm gonna use it. Okay. If they gonna trigger you to go off your diet or to spend money you don't have or to buy something, then I'm gonna trigger you to buy me something too. Okay. Um, if it work on you, then mine will too. Okay. I bought what? The creatures from the Black Lagoon. Oh my goodness. Pays bills, but is stingy in other area. No allowance, no gifts. Someone asked me this on every video, and I was telling him I'm gonna cook his favorite meal, give me his credit card, I'm gonna go to the grocery store, what do you want? Then I'm gonna hit that cash back and get that money. Okay. I'm gonna go to the grocery store and hit that cash back or that ATM. I promise you. I'm gonna get that credit card number while he sleep. Put it in HEB.com or grocery store, whatever your grocery store is.com. Buy whatever I want. Makeup, candles, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Girl, you gotta know how to do stuff. Y'all too afraid of it. You sitting and you laying at a bed every night, but you afraid to ask that man for money. And you got his last name. Girl, you better go get that credit card number. You married. Okay. And if he try to say something, all you gotta do is file financial abuse. Okay. That's it. How may I expect reciprocation? How can I reciprocate and slow appreciation in the dating stage? Give him compliments and say thank you. There's the reciprocation. Tell him he's smart. You're impressed. Okay. Compliments are the reciprocation. Okay. Until they have highly invested in you. That's all that they need. Okay. Mhm. All they need is to feel good when they're around you. That's the compensation. Thank you so much. You are so great. Oh my, I've never met a man as good as you. You're a breath of fresh air. Ooh, you're so wonderful. I tell all my friends about you. I think about you at work sometimes and I just go off into a daydream. You're so sweet. I really like spending time with you. That's all they need. Girl, that's all they need. You ain't doing that, then you got to do something else. Okay. You're such a gentleman. You tell a man he a gentleman, he not gonna try to push you to do something that you don't want to do. That's what you first need to compliment him as. If you don't want him acting not like a gentleman, you need to compliment him on how much of a gentleman he is, so he stays in that place. You know, if you already know he looked cheesy and creepy, you are such a gentleman. I love how you are so considerate and kind and such a gentleman. Now that they think that you think that they're a gentleman, they're not going to come out and say, you want to go to the hotel room on a first date. Okay, because you didn't put them where you want them, and that's where they will stay because they think it impresses you. So you got to trigger them, beat them to the punch before they trigger you. You know, psychology is very important because it gets you what you want. You know, there you go. So, I'm single mom 33, nursing assistant plus doing Uber on the side. Also, Poshmark, I'm leveled up, but I want a house for my kids. I have to. Oh, God, let me see something. You got what? Mm, what? I can't find her comment anymore. Okay, leveled up, but I want a house for my kids. I have no degree. Should I get a house before I get the man? How long you gonna have to work to get a house? You know what I'm saying? If you got the money already, then yeah, go get the house. But if you don't, I see if I can get me a man to buy me a house. You know, it's probably faster to do that. Mhm. Um, if you are leveled up, you shouldn't have to work after you meet the type of target that you should be looking for. So go for older, much older, and you probably won't have to work anymore. Mm-hmm. Uh, how to keep them interested? I'm remaining a mystery, but what else? Compliment them. Ask. I mean, it's just I don't. You know what they need to hear. Tell them. You know what they need to hear. I had a dream about you the other night. We were doing A, B, C, and D. You know. Oh, you look nice. Do you work out? Oh, you smell so good. I told my friends about you. Stuff like that. You know what they need to hear. Give it to them. Okay. It's simple. It's very simple. Just give them what they want. V-Day is approaching, right? Should you go freestyling for breakfast or wait till lunch? Anytime you can. Old people eat breakfast. They wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. They at the breakfast spot early. Okay. Um, but it would be better to have a man. Yeah, to do. Should married get a sugar daddy if husband is extremely selfish? Um, I mean, if you can get away with it, sure. Why not? Or you can get his credit card and sleep. You get your husband's credit card and his sleep and go shop online, girl. Um, you really want a baby by a good provider? It's so hard. I only meet younger men, and I'm not masculine to them, or I never control them. Um, oh, sorry. I mean, if you can afford to do all of this, then go for it. But by yourself, if you can afford to do this by yourself, I'd rather be secure in a situation so that I don't have to work after I have my child. Um, and don't have to worry about being left, the higher chances of being left by a younger man. You know what I'm saying? Your chances are higher being left by a younger man than they are of being left by an older man. So think about that. Um, what was your question? Jewel? Um, I don't see it. Okay. Should I be concerned my sugar daddy sees my history search on his laptop and I was watching you back to back? Girl, why don't you just delete the history? I mean, you're supposed to be smarter than that. Come on. If you were a criminal, you'd already be caught. Please delete your history if you're watching me on your sugar daddy's video. I mean, on your sugar daddy's laptop. Come on, that's common sense. You know, why wouldn't you? Come on, come on, come on. Please, 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 please. Y'all got to do better. Y'all are too open and free. Y'all are too open and free and honest with these men. And then when y'all get caught, hmm, no. I had to use James's laptop today. I logged out 3 times just to make sure. Log out, log out, log out. I went back up to make sure it was logged out. Okay, why? Because I'm smart. That's why. Now there was nothing really to hide, but I don't want him going through my emails and stuff like that. Um, Even though his be open right on the screen. But sometimes I get women emailing me about questions and the titles are funny. So, right. How do I do a one-on-one consultation with you? Write me on my Etsy store, Dark Realm, when you are ready to purchase. Yes. And then just hit, talk to owner or contact owner, Dark Realm. Okay, I'm going to turn 40 next week. Just single after 20 years. What age should I look for? 60 and up, baby. 60 and up. That's money for sure. Okay. It's kind of late, I guess. I'm the only one with work tomorrow. What time is it? I don't know what time it is. Oh, it's almost 12. Gotta go. So, um, mm, no, I'm not doing bad. I just don't like people in my business. I get some crazy questions in my email and some trolls and some other stuff too. Um, Dark Realm, Realm. Yes, and it's on Etsy. I'm a dog. What? Will you go away? We don't care. Got no money? Then we don't want to see you. What? Steal a test from Walmart? She gonna be in prison for stealing a pregnancy test. What? Are you? Just go buy one, girl. Um, no work for me. Thank goodness. Me too, girl. Loving these videos, right? I was just thinking Don't steal it. See, that's ghetto. You gonna be taking a mug shot for stealing a pregnancy test. No. Okay, there's cameras everywhere and they waiting to get you, girl. Don't do that. Go to the store and buy one. You know, go start a GoFundMe or something, girl. I mean, it's a little ratchet, but it's less ratchet than getting caught for stealing one. Well, pick a struggle. Somebody send her some money for a pregnancy test. And after you get that pregnancy test, make sure you get a marker and put positive on it. And whoever got you pregnant, get the money for the fake abortion if you ain't pregnant, so you can have some money. That's crazy. Yeah. You say you have lost confidence in women. Oh Lord. Um. Mhm. Thank you. She got a car. Don't steal a pregnancy test. Okay. Do not do that. I'm telling you now. Do not steal a pregnancy test. Go somewhere where they give you a one for free or something. Okay. Go to the free clinic. I don't know. But don't do that. Um, yeah, they do have those at the Dollar Tree. How do I prime a client to meet him? Um, gave me his number and seems like the perfect target, but he doesn't know I'm like, mm, I don't know. I mean, just meet him in public. Maybe he'll be excited. I don't know. James downstairs. Right. And stop judging some women. You don't know any better. We need to teach them. That's yeah. Don't. But I'm trying to teach them not to steal it. That's for sure. You're gonna end up in jail with a record. Okay. Don't do that. You're gonna be in handcuffs outside of the store looking crazy. Don't do it. Um. Don't cry. Look. Just go to the Dollar Tree, get you one for $1. To start a GoFundMe, ask somebody, ask your mom to you tell him it's you gonna go cook his favorite meal and you need to go to the grocery store or something. I don't know. Something. You can figure that out. You said go to the doctor. Hmm. Hmm. You make a big impact on me. Thank you. Mhm. Why they worry about him so much if you looking good? He's all right. What? Um, Haley, if you go on my description bar and scroll down to the last link, that's the direct link to Dee's Facebook. Um, Very true loss prevention be watching everybody from the back. Don't do it. It ain't worth it. I tell my kids, you have you have enough money to where you will never have to do that. If you don't have it, call me. I'm gonna give it to you. Okay. Don't do that. Like, why would you risk your whole future for that? That's not smart. And if y'all are out there doing that, please stop because that's ratchet. Okay. Every time I go to the beauty supply store, I see everybody picture up on that little poster board stealing off camera, and it's sad. Stop doing that. If you can't afford it, don't go get it. If you living with a grown man and you got to steal from the beauty supply store, something is wrong. Okay. Um, y'all got to stop doing that. Like, if you told somebody to steal, I know you steal. Don't do that. And I'm not saying don't steal because I'm all ethical and stuff. I'm just saying don't steal because you're gonna get caught. You're gonna have to go to court. You're gonna be even broker than you were before. And you're gonna have a record. And you're gonna look like a criminal. And so on and so forth. Okay, one thing leads to the next. And you can't move into this complex because you have a criminal record. And you got to live in the hood because they don't want you in their neighborhood. And A, B, C, and D. So, no, don't do that. Mhm. No, wow. No, 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 no. Don't do that. You are better than any jail cell. That's true. Don't steal. I would rather lie and say that I know I'm pregnant and I don't know and get some fake abortion money than to go get caught stealing to get the fake abortion money. Just get the fake abortion money now. Okay. You can print out a fake pregnancy thing online. Look, go online, say pregnancy positive doctor's note. Okay. Download it in Word and put your name in there. There you go. Yeah, I ain't got to go steal. Y'all just gotta think. Um, I don't want a record period. Exactly. To join the groups, just scroll down to in the description bar, hit the last link, contact detailer. It's a paid group and she'll get you in. Okay. Get a picture of a positive test online and send it to them. Right. hmm How do you trigger a doctor? By insulting his intelligence, of course. Doctors pride themselves on knowing everything. I know you're only a doctor, but do you know anything about A, B, C, and D? Okay. I know you're on like as if it's nothing. I know you're only a doctor, but do you know anything about da? Well, I know a little bit. Oh, okay. Wow, I'm impressed. I didn't think you would know that. Well, why wouldn't I know that? Well, I don't know. I didn't think doctors were like that knowledgeable about certain subjects and da. You don't seem like the type, you know. What type do I seem like? Oh, like you like Star Trek or something. Put them back in the nerd spot that they tried to escape from real quick. They was nerds. Put them back in the nerd spot real quick. Remind them where they came from. That's how you do it. Um, like he's a doctor. Start asking him about animals. Well, we didn't study animals. Oh, so you don't know? Maybe I need to call a vet. Don't they go to school longer than you guys? You just dissed him with a vet. Okay, go ahead. That's how you trigger a doctor. Compare him to a vet or a chiropractor. Ask him about something about the back. Or maybe I should go ask a chiropractor. They probably would know better than you. That's not a real doctor. Oh, yes, they are. They're very smart. Girl. Mhm. Your fiance is a surgeon. He would go off if I told him that. See, Tiffany, no. I've been around many surgeons and doctors. They think they know everything. They the authority of life. Insult their intelligence. See what happens. Mhm. But do it in an innocent way. I like a car dealership owner and real estate investors. Good for you. That's a good combination. Get you a car and a house. How to trigger a lawyer. Okay, so it depends on what kind of lawyer it is, a specific type of lawyer. So say he's a criminal lawyer or say he's a, civil rights attorney or whatever he is, family law, whatever. Then start to ask him a question and say, never mind. You probably don't know. I mean, you haven't been practicing that long, or, this is probably a newer case that you may not have been familiar with, insult their intelligence. Oh no, what is it? What is it? Well, then you can get free legal advice at the same time. Ask them what you really want to know, but use a friend instead of you. Like my friend said that she can get out of a prenup if she did A, B, C, and D. I didn't know if that was true or not. And I don't want her to do something dumb. So is that true? Girl, get some free advice. What's the best thing to do? Or if you're with someone and they do A, B, C, and D, and if you're married, is it illegal for them to not give you money besides the bare minimum? Isn't that called financial abuse? Girl, ask all the questions you want to ask for the future. Because I said it was. And I think I saw an episode of Law and Order, and then they'll go all off into the detail, trying to impress you. You got free legal advice, right? But you have to act like you already know the answer. Otherwise, they'll be mad because women always ask lawyers legal advice, and they hate that. Well, what do you think about this? If you say you already know the answer, oh, I already know the answer. I told my friend because I watch Law and Order all the time, and I help her out because she can't afford a lawyer, so I'm always giving her legal advice, and she's gonna just like Law and Order. Well, what would she ask you? Oh, something about this and that. Well, what was it? Now he's begging you to give you free legal advice, and you didn't have to drag it out. See? Thank you, Jessica Holland. Sprinkle, sprinkle, girl. Hey, how you doing? Well, Law and Order is not always accurate. And A, B, C, and D, and blah, blah, blah. Well, it's good enough. Okay, well, for example, if you do, then he's going to start volunteering out that information for free. Okay. Lawyers get sensitive on how many cases they win. Thank you, Camilla. So you use that too. Well, I don't know how many cases have you won, or maybe you can answer it. So, triggering people, that reverse psychology, triggering won't get it every time. You just have to be bold enough to do it. and do it the correct way without offending someone. Okay, thank you. Um, just make sure the lawyer doesn't know your real home address. Tell him you live with your mama. He ain't gonna come looking for you. Okay. If he becomes crazy, I live with a roommate. I live with my mother. I live with my sister, cousin, aunt, uncle, something. You know, if you don't want people to come looking for you, you tell them you live with someone that they don't want to meet. Hi. Okay, thank you. Um, I'm here for all the gems. I need to drop knowledge. Okay, right. So, mm, why do men stalk? I don't know. Possessive? I don't know. So, triggering someone, like, if you're out with someone and you don't want them to be offensive or, disrespectful to you or out of place with you, like I said earlier, always start off complimenting them on their gentlemanlike behavior. That will alleviate all the, well, why is he asking me to go to the hotel room on the first date? That will alleviate that. Okay. Within the first 5 minutes, compliment on how much of a gentleman he is and how it's refreshing to meet a gentleman. Then he cannot ask you something that is very ungentlemanlike. You see? So tell him who he is. Tell him who he's supposed to be. That's what you gotta do. Especially if you meeting folks online. Okay. Vivian, if you did something with him and it's a possibility, yes, please tell him. Okay. Please tell him. And look, you can make one. Go get, you know what? You can make one. You can make a pregnancy test. It's so easy. Girl, go get you one of them digital thermometers or something. And put the do something, find something that look like it. Get you one of these that's all white and draw some lines on it, girl. Come on. This is a cheap one. It's the Dollar Tree one. Oh, this is the recycle kind. It's the Save the Earth kind. Come on. This is a green pregnancy test. They give them away at my doctor's for free. Yes. It's not made out of plastic. It's disposable and it's green. It's green. Get you your little blue marker. Yes. Save the turtles. Girl, go online and look at all pregnancy tests and see if you got something that look like it in your house and work with that. Okay. Get you the old fashioned kind from like the 60s and the 70s with the little cups and stuff, and get you some NyQuil cups and get you another cup and like have some pee in it and then have some instructions in the back that you can print it off online and say, "This the pregnancy test," and put some blue food coloring in one of them. And I got the one from the doctor's office like they used to use. This is super accurate. Girl, that's easy. Fake it till you make it. Get you some little medicine cups. Print out them instructions online. I was doing chemistry. My friend went to the pregnancy store and she bought the most accurate one. And this is the one. I mean, I was like, "Where's the little stick?" She said, "No, this one's supposed to be more accurate because it's like the one at the doctor's office, and they don't mess it up. So you got to pee in this cup, and if it turn blue, you pregnant. That's it." um, Fold the paper up and unfold it so it looked like it came in a box. And print out the box and then tape the paper over a similar box. Thank you, Jasmine. Suggestions on what to wear on Valentine's Day. My boyfriend is taking me to bed and breakfast and wine tasting in Napa. Wear some red or pink. Red dress, baby. Get you a red dress and some heels, or something pink. Women always wear red or pink on Valentine's Day. Get you a red dress, girl. Maybe a wrap dress. Those flatter everybody. Hmm. Hmm. But have fun. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Mm. Why do some men not invest in their wives and girlfriends' looks, but will look at other beautiful women? Because their wives and girlfriends don't make them invest in their looks. Okay. And they still giving them what they want, but not getting what they want. It's not. It's the woman's fault. If you're not making him invest in you, then he's gonna look to someone else to make who's gonna make them invest in them. You know, if you're not making them do it, someone else will. So you might as well go ahead and make them do it. Hmm. Okay. Mhm. So if you can't get your husband to invest in you, then you don't invest in him. Don't do no laundry. Don't cook no food. Don't sleep in the bed with him. Okay. Don't do nothing. Some men can only afford bills and not invest in your looks. Well, get another one. Have two. Okay. If he can't afford to, all he can afford to do is pay bills, then him looking at another woman ain't gonna do nothing unless you trying to pay for him. You know. First of all, if you with a man who can only pay bills and nothing else, and flirting with other women, you might as well be with a rich man that can pay all the bills and flirt with other women. At least you'll have what you want. So, mhm. Do I think Marjorie? What do I think Marjorie Harvey's secret is? She's very manipulative. She's smart. She know how to trigger men. She's smart. She look like she know what she doing for real. You can look in her eye and tell she got game. She's like she's very confident. She knows she the prize, and she'll tell somebody no and shut them down, no matter how much money they got. She takes chances. She's not afraid to lose. That's why she wins. Okay. She put her demands out there. If you can't do this, then I don't really want to see you. Call me when you do A, B, C, and D. I'm out. How many women actually tell men with a lot of money these type of things? Not that many. And when you're rich or you're famous and you're used to yes people everywhere, then to get someone who's, pretty to tell you no, and that someone that you like to tell you no, you're not good enough for me, is how she does it. No, you are not good enough for me. Even as Steve, you are not good enough for me. Just like Julia Roberts did to the woman. I want it all. I don't want a little piece. I want it all. Or I don't want nothing. Okay. So you don't take scraps. You want the whole thing. You can't have the whole thing. You don't want a piece of it. You don't want none of it. So that's how you do that. She knew he was going to say yes. She knew he was coming back. And I'm sure she was entertaining other people at the same time. And so he probably knows that if he don't come and try to get her, somebody else will. Yeah, Steve Harvey's wife. Yeah. Um, you feel so bad for taking advantage of this guy out who really thinks I like him. So who cares? You ain't gonna feel bad when he uses you up and don't call you no more. You ain't gonna feel bad about it. So why should you? Yeah, y'all need to get out of that guilt. Mm, you be the first one crying. Call me back. Okay, and but you feel guilty. Don't think so. The only time I'm gonna ever feel guilty is if I cause someone to die. Okay. Other than that, oh, you fell for it. You agreed. And there you go. Um, you want Marjorie's game. You gotta put them down. Like you ain't good enough for me. And if you like, she used his trigger. Like she used religion on him. She used religion on him. That might have been his trigger. He probably was newly saved in the church, A, B, C, and D, and she used that as his trigger. She used his strength as his trigger. She used the word of the Lord to trick him. I can't be with you. You are still married. The Lord said, da 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 da. I am a virtuous woman. And, she probably memorized some little Bible quotes and told him he wasn't good enough for her if he doing wrong by the Lord. Now, if you treat the Lord like this, I don't know how you're going to treat me because I already can hear it in my head. If you treat the Lord like this, if you lie to the Lord and say you are a virtuous man and you are saved, but you are doing unholy things, how can I ever trust you? You are not good enough for me and you are not good enough for the Lord. Girl, she slayed him with that Bible. Then he felt guilty. Then he felt bad. Well, dang, the Lord can't even trust me. I'm not good enough for her. She's right. Then he probably had some type of epiphany and some dreams or whatever, and then, called her when he was done with the divorce. You know, she wanted it all. She wasn't trying to be no side chick forever. So you use religion to manipulate your man. Good for you. hmm So the religion works wonders. Yeah, it sure does. If you have a religious man, you can use religion to get exactly what you want. All you got to do is know what verse and whatever. Just Google it. How to trigger a man that thinks he's not good enough. Tell him, I know you don't think you're good enough. I know you don't think you're good enough for me, and that might be true. So you should do A, B, C, and D. Wait a minute, I am good enough. Then he'll get some confidence. You know, what if we're not religious at all? Use something else. Use something else, like whatever he believes in or whatever triggers him. You know. Um, well, I see how you treat other people. I watch you. You know, and I just don't think that you know I want to be treated like you're treating those people. Just be observant. Like I don't think that we're on the same page. Well, what do you mean? Because I watched you lie to her. I've heard you lie to your mother. I've heard, this and that. I don't know if I can trust you. You know, I've seen you give your friends money. I see you send her, your sister or your mom money. But then when I need something, I can't get it. So obviously, you're not the person for me. I need someone that can, I need someone that knows my value and that, is good enough for me. There you go. Mhm. I think they sell fake blood on. What y'all talking about? Fake blood? How do you trigger a man to start his own company? Thank you so much for all your advice. He's 40, 37. You're 40 and he's 37 and pays all bills. Y'all need to listen to this woman. What? To start his own, I don't know, like just say, I know you like working for other people, or I know you like working towards other people's dreams, but when I know you like building up other people's companies and you're really good at it. You would have thought by now that you learned so much, you probably could build your own. But I don't know, maybe not. Maybe maybe some people just can't be entrepreneurs. They need instruction. They need a person over them giving them, orders. I know there's the two different types of personality. I never took you for one of those type of people though, but who'd have guessed? That's all you gotta say. Just accept it. Tell him that you accept it. Tell him he's a worker bee and that he's really good at building someone else's dream. There you go. If my boyfriend wants to marry in 5 years, would you wait? How old are you? If you in your 30s, hey, heck no. If you over 25, heck no. Heck, that's what Sasha says. Heck no. If you're over 25, the answer is no. No, 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 no. Um, if you girl down, you're gonna be close to 30. Bye, Felicia. You could be married and have kids by then. Mm-mm. Say it's now or never. How long you been with him? How long you been with your boyfriend? If it's over 2 years and he asking you to wait 5 more years, that means he not gonna marry you, girl. And why is he asking you to wait that long? You know. So no, 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 no. Someone bought you a 23K yellow diamond. Good for you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, we 2 years waiting 3 more years. Mm, okay, so you'll be 27 when you get married. Why do you have to wait? Is my question. Can he not afford you or a wedding or whatever? I don't wait on anything. Okay. Do you have a ring? Do you have an engagement ring at least so that if something happens, you could at least leave with a ring? You know what I'm saying? If he wants to wait, where do you have a ring? Do you have a diamond ring that's worth money? Do y'all live together? He can wait on his food, his laundry. He can wait on some sex. Okay. He can wait on all of that too. You know what I mean? If you already his wife in that manner, why does he need to marry you? Are you cooking and cleaning and doing all that kind of stuff for him? Girl, he already got a wife without the marriage license. Mm-mm. He'll marry you this year if you stop doing everything tomorrow. Go on strike. Tell him you ain't gonna act like a wife if you're not a wife. How about that? Tell him you'll know that he'll be a good husband when he put a ring on your finger and get married. How about that? Y'all let these men do this to y'all. Okay. Don't do nothing with him. Like, make sure he doing all the cooking and the cleaning then and serving you at least. gonna be living with a grown man. I'm not gonna be working, serving, cooking, or cleaning. Especially I ain't married. Okay? I ain't doing none of the above. Okay? And if you are, he don't need to ask you to marry him because he already got everything that a wife brings to the table, cooking, cleaning, doing all that kind of stuff. So why should he ask? There's no reason for him to get down on one knee and say, "Will you marry me?" Unless, other than that, he don't have no reason. I wouldn't even be there anymore. I'd be like, I gotta go. Okay. Never act like a wife if you are not the wife. Okay. Okay. Ooh, never. Girl, you need to go on strike tomorrow. No, tonight. You need to go on strike tonight. Stop doing all of that stuff until you get your marriage license. Tell his mama she can come over and do all the cooking and cleaning for her son. Eh, um, Shira, how can Marjorie pass for virtuous woman with her past history? Lie, just like everybody else do. I was saved. Jesus said forgiveness. I've been forgiven. I done seen the light. Same thing. I've been saved. Never would have made it. That's all she got to do. Sing that song. Tell her she's saved. Start praying. Bow your head. Let's pray together. It's that easy. I'm a virtuous woman now. I am forgiven. You can't really be saved unless you did something to be saved from. Yes. Amen. That's easy. What you think religion is for? To manipulate people, duh. I mean, you might as well use it too. Um, that's how Marjorie passed for virtuous woman with her past history. That's exactly how. Hmm. Yes. Hmm. I am reborn. No, I will not sleep with you. I am a virtuous woman now. Let's pray together. Let's pray about it. Dear Heavenly Father, I ask you to help Steve. I ask you to help Steve understand and do your will, God. Yes, God, amen. I want him to know that I truly love him and am waiting for him to come to Christ and be the man I know he can be. I can't wait to lay next to him as his wife in bed and do the things that married people do. I pray that he finds peace within himself so that he can come and do the right thing. Amen. I pray that I pray that he finds the strength, Lord, to be strong enough to face his wife, who I know is a harsh woman. But please, God, soften her heart. Give him the courage and the strength to be the man that I know he can be and stand up to her and do what is right in your eyes. Thank you, Lord. Amen. She low key punked him in the prayer, holding his hand, stroking his finger like this. That's how she do it. Y'all don't know. That's how you do things. She all here holding his hand doing like this. Amen. She digging them nails into his back while she's holding his back and holding his hand like she used to do when they was doing it. She's triggered. My contact is acting up. So yes, that's how you do that. Okay, if they can use it to manipulate you, you can use it to manipulate other people and get what you want. That's what it's for. Duh. Um, So Rihanna grabbed what? Yep. Men, what? He's terrible with his mixed baby Latin. They're in Chicago in 2 weeks. I wish I could bag Damon. Who? What are y'all talking about? At least he offered a few G's and a trip. Oh, y'all talking to each other. I don't know, child. I gotta take my contact out. It's bothering me. Shira, what do you know about Jaja Gabor? When she was on some Green Acre show back in the old days. I don't know. Is that right? She's an old school mhm, gold digger. Okay. How okay. Shira, if you have herpes, what should you do? Go on a herpes dating website? I don't know. Like, I mean, that would be the sensible thing to do. And I don't know. Don't tell anybody and get money without sleeping with them, like most people do with sugar daddy. Okay. Tips for plus size girls. Well, love yourself first and foremost, and level up and, you know, get in where you fit in. There's some guys that like bigger women. Go on those websites. Look for men who like bigger women, because it's going to be hard to go out and freestyle and attract, certain type of men if that's not what they're into, or you can, um, date, freestyle, and then study the type of men, I mean, the type of women that these men are going for that you would like to go for you and see what you need to improve on and work on yourself. So, sometimes you may have to lose a little weight. Sometimes you might not have to lose a lot of weight, maybe just get down a couple of sizes and you'll be fine. But you will have to do something if you want a certain type of man, you know, or you can go for men who like you at your size. And if they're willing to be your sugar daddy, pay your bills, wonderful. It's possible. I know a few women that are doing that and they'll have no problem. So get out there. You never know. Thank you, Lavish Juice. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You never know. Just be confident. If you're confident and if you like yourself, you teach people how to treat you. Okay. Um, my dream, my big fantasy is do a mass murder. Good for you, Darth Vader. Your dream and your big fantasy. Well, I'm glad it's just a dream and a fantasy. You know what? You'd probably be better off stealing that pregnancy test for the young lady in here. So, is having a sugar daddy but not sleeping with him if you're married considered cheating? Of course it is. Duh. If your husband would think it's cheating, you know. I hear an alarm. Um, yeah, you know, a lot no sex though. It don't matter. Your husband see you out with another man at a restaurant in a cute dress and some heels and he's cheesing and looking at you, he's gonna think you're cheating anyway. It won't even matter. You know what I'm saying? So here's my thing. It don't matter if you're cheating or not. So what if you cheating? So what? Is your husband giving you what you want? Who cares if you're cheating? Unless you live in a country where it's punishable by prison or death, I wouldn't even do it. Don't be dumb. I know there's some countries where if you cheat on your husband, you going to jail. Okay. Thank you, Lavish. Sprinkle, sprinkle, you're 23, he's 44. You just met an architect engineer. After the first date, he said he want to take me to Virgin Islands for my birthday. Should I go after the first date? Have you gotten any money out of him, baby? Has he paid anything? Like, tell him you need compensation for taking off work. You got 5 dogs that you got to put in the kennel. That's $75 a day per dog. Make up some expenses that he has to pay before you go on that trip, because all he wants is arm candy. He just wants people to be seen. He just wants people to see you on his arm. And what are you getting out of it? A free trip, free food, and a few souvenirs? I think you're going to need a little bit more, unless you like him and you just want to go for the fun of it. A, B, C, and D, separate rooms. Otherwise, it's more for his benefit than it is yours. It's more for his benefit than it is for yours. If you're not getting anything out of it, then it's not for your benefit. If you got to if you have to leave that vacation and go clock back in somewhere, I'm not going. Okay. You're not finna drag me to the Virgin Islands and show me off and I got to go back to work on Monday. Oh no. So that's how I think about it. I'm not going to be your arm candy if you can't be my bill candy. Kitty. Hi, Kitty. Her her claw got stuck in my sock. Unless you just want to go because you've never been and you don't care. But for me, he's only 44 anyway, so he's probably not trying to do much with your bills. Okay? He's probably not trying to do anything with your bills. He's only 44. You'd have to get an older man for that. Okay. Mhm. Okay. Husband don't give me any money considering SD. No meetup, no sex. Okay. I don't know where you are from, where your husband, like where y'all live. I don't know what laws y'all are under. If you're in America, you can report him to the police for not giving you any money. And it would be a legitimate cause. You can call it financial abuse. If you don't live here, laws, see what you can do. You can do whatever you want. Remember, you're a free person. You can do whatever you want. Thank you, Melanie Bell, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Shira, just thank you for everything. When I doubt I'm capable, I know I am. I just need to remain steadfast. That's true. Sprinkle Sprinkle. A lot of you ladies need to be and do things that you would normally do, like take risks, turn people down, trigger people. Don't be afraid to lose because you don't even have them yet. So you can't lose if you don't even have them. Okay, you live in Europe. Do whatever you want to do. Okay. While he at work, go freestyle. And go have lunch with other men that's gonna give you money. I don't know if that's what you really want. Um, you're 29 with a 46-year-old interracial. He make me very happy, pays for everything, and provides, except that he can't have children, shows signs of control, and wants to swing help. Girl, why you with him then? He makes you very happy, but wants you to do all the things that you don't want to do. That don't sound like happiness to me. He makes me happy, but he can't have no kids. He wanna go swing and look at her teeth. But I really love him. I don't know why. Mm-mm. On the other one, on one a long time ago. Okay, he want to swing. You don't want to swing. You better bring in some transsexuals and see if he want to swing that way. I have the perfect couple. It's gonna be a surprise. I'm gonna bring them home. Get the champagne ready. Walk in with oh, we're gonna swing tonight. There's gonna be 3 people swinging and me just witnessing, if you know what I mean. How you doing? Um, you didn't say who you want to swing with. Uh, Oh, I guess you don't want to swing no more. Okay, all right. Well, y'all gotta go. Sorry, he's changed his mind. Thanks for coming. No hard feelings. Bye. Okay. You gotta flip it on him. Get more excited than he's getting. Then he's gonna be like, well, maybe we shouldn't swing. You know. Oh yes, girl. Whatever his trigger is, I want to get. I want a 6'5", African American, African American, African man, Mandingo. Okay, go. And we got to do it every week. Every week. What do you mean? What are you trying to say? You don't like what I can offer you? You don't want to talk about swinging. Well, maybe it's not a good idea anymore. You're right. He's triggered. What you making me? You're so silly. He said, honestly, rich men are very weird. What? Girl, bring an old couple in. My fantasy is geriatric. You know, I want let's get some 70-year-old couples. That's what you got to do. You got to twist it. I want to see you with Granny, baby. Then he gonna think you freakier than him. He'll be like, "Oh Lord, what did I do?" Um. So anyway, oh, the person that asked, yeah, the swinging thing. Some for me, I'm not happy until I have everything I want. Otherwise, I can't say somebody makes me happy. Where's my house? Where's my car? Do I have to work? Then I ain't happy yet. If he's asking you that, he holds power in that relationship. Why don't you hold no power? You got to switch it. If you hold no power in that relationship, you shouldn't be happy. Um, Tell him, oh, I'm more into the dominatrix thing. I want to dominate you. Maybe he'll be into that. You don't have to swing. Or you can just be a dominatrix to him. Maybe he'll just say that's good enough. You compromise that. If your man asks you for a threesome with a woman, tell him you want one with a man, but he won't ask again. I bet that's right. Um, I dreamed. Oh, we don't care, Darth Vader. Guy you're dating is generous but loves to play mind games. How do I get him weak to stop? He is insecure and wants to control the dynamic. Tell him. I know you love playing mind games and I know you love to be in control. Tell him. Tell him exactly that. I know it's cute. It's so cute. Say it's cute. When you say something like that, it's cute, it loses its appeal. Say it's so cute that you like to be in control and play these mind games that a 3-year-old plays. I used to work with children, and I see a lot of similarities in how you guys like, try to get your way. And you know, mm, it's cute though. It's cute. No, no, for real. You remind me of this little boy that I used to work with, and people would make fun of him. So, girl, make up a story. So he would try to, trick them and tell them things and fool them and make him think that they were kind of scared of him or whatever. And it was so funny because he thought he was really controlling the entire classroom. It was so cute. You remind me so much of him. So darling. Now he's going to be insecure for trying to be controlling. You see, now you just stuff that on his list of insecurities. Oh, am I being too controlling? Do I hurt that little kid in her class from years ago? Why she say I'm cute? I guess I'm not. This ain't working. Oh Lord, you know, the kid used to get picked on too. Oh, she thinks I'm a wimp. She thinks I'm like, compensating, overcompensating. Oh no, I'm insecure. If I try to be controlling, she's gonna think I'm overcompensating. There you go. No more games. Okay. Use their weaknesses. Thanks. It was cute. Got it. All right. Go ahead. What are some ways to control his mind? Make him think he's coming up with all these great ideas, but really they're yours. Yeah. I talked about this on one video. Act like you forgot the name of something. Like say you want to go somewhere for the weekend or you want to do something. What's the name of that place at ABC? And describe it. Oh, such and such. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. That's it. Oh my gosh. I love that place. Have you ever been there? No. Oh, really? Well, I think you'd like it a lot. Oh, well, maybe we should go sometime. Oh, really? Sure. Let's go. You know, that's how you make suggestions without making suggestions. You know, have you ever been? What's the name of that store where the actress got caught stealing? Winona Ryder. What's the name of that store? Neiman's, Saks. Yeah, that was it. That was it. Have you ever been to Saks? I mean, do they have nice things? Oh yeah, I've been there a couple times. Really, I've never been there. Oh, yeah, da, 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 da. Oh yeah. No one's ever taken me there. I've never been there. So, is it a big deal? I've heard it was a big deal. Oh yeah, you'd like it. Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'll take you sometime. For real? Really? You're gonna take me? Okay. I'm so excited. I can't wait to go. Girl, you go there every weekend. Oh, well, we can go right now. It's like, or we can go tomorrow. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. What did she steal anyway? Like, bring it back. Like, that wasn't the plan. What did she steal anyway? I forgot. Was it like some gloves or something? Here you go. Hmm. What are you doing? He's pulling away. What are you pulling away? Mhm. It's like, I know you're probably not used to a woman like me. You know, I know you're not used to a woman like me. And I can totally understand, you know, But I just wanted you to know, just in case that, I I think that you really are a good fit for me. I really do think that you are in my league. I think that I don't know if you're having some type of insecurity issue, but I really think that, we could be good together. I know our age is a little off, but, I think we have potential. You might not think so, but, don't worry about that. You know, um, if you're worried about the age thing, don't worry about that. I'm pretty sure that you can do anything a younger man could do. In fact, that would bet my life on it. What? You think it's because I'm old? She said I'm good enough? She must think, mess with his mind. You're fill in the blanks. If you're scared to lose, you will lose. Say it. Mhm. Um, Triggering a man to get you an apartment. Yeah, that's easy too. You know, where do you live? Because it depends on where you live. You still live with your mom, or if you live with a roommate, or if you live in a bad side of town, you can trigger him into it. Oh my God, get him all excited to invite him over. And it's like, oh no, I can't invite you over. Da, 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 my roommate, my mom, my dog, the neighborhood. Oh, if I had my own apartment, we could do this and that every night. I could, lie. I'll do this for you, and I'll give you a massage, and you know, um, you're gonna be triggered by that. But if you can afford it, that's okay. We'll just meet out, have dinner, have lunch. Well, what type of apartment are you looking for? Oh, it's super cheap. It'll only be this much. Probably only this much down, but it has a fireplace and a jacuzzi bathtub. Girl. Oh, really? Yeah. You want to go see it? Mm, there you go. Well, I don't know. Oh, yeah. Don't worry about it. It is a little bit expensive. Well, it's not that. Are you sure? No, yeah, I'm sure it's not the price. Okay. Well, don't worry about it. It's okay. Forget I asked. There you go. Paint the picture in his mind. Mhm. Uh, Swinging is an option you wouldn't be into. I sternly told him no. Good. Stand by your standards. Mhm. Genuine affection and attentive, but okay. Do he pay your bills and do you still work? Because genuine affection and attention don't mean nothing if you got to go to work, baby. I'm just saying. I'm not finna do nothing of the sort. I'm not finna entertain nobody unless they making sure I'm good. And especially if they have the nerve to ask me. And you said you were spoiled, so hopefully that means you don't work. Um, and if you have the nerve to ask me to swing and not pay none of my bills, I'm offended. I am appalled. Um, so please, I hope you're not working. Or I hope you're shopping every weekend with his credit card or something, girl. Okay. If your man has to pay taxes, how do you get his mind off all that money so he's not irritated? Girl, hire a accountant. Tell him to hire an accountant. It is irritating to do taxes, but you just got to do it, or you're gonna be in jail. or bank account froze. Um, I'm trying to seduce a psychiatrist so I can get free therapy sessions. That don't even sound right. It sounds stupid and dumb. How you gonna seduce a psychiatrist? First of all, they already know that's what patients do. Try to seduce them. That's the number one thing most patients do. And they're gonna get your insurance and jack it up and never solve your problem. Thank you, Katie Holmes, Sprinkle Sprinkle. If he doesn't suggest paying for it, should I try again later or cut him off? Whatever you ask him to pay for, and you sleeping with him and he ain't paying for it, cut him off now. You know, cut him off now. Why wait? Or have limited contact. What if you're leveled up and your man still leaves you? What do you do then? Go to the other man that you should be seeing on the side. If he ain't your husband, you single. What? Dating your therapist. I couldn't do that. I'm like, could you imagine me trying to be with a psychiatrist? We'd be trying to analyze each other to death. Well, too much work. Plus, I'd probably be giving them therapy. You know, most of those people become psychiatrists because they need mental help. Okay. Don't do that. They crazy. You can't run game on him. He might be too smart. He got all the psychology. He gonna know every game you pull. Oh, she's using the trigger technique. Okay. That must mean she wants something without offending me and wants me to think it's my idea so she don't come off as pushy or gold. Let's see. But there's only one way to trigger a psychiatrist or a therapist. I don't think you can help me. I don't think you can help me. I don't think you can help me. I don't think you're able to help me. Mhm. Well, let's talk about that. Da, 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 da. So, how do you feel? Exactly how you think I feel. Stupid for coming here and letting you ask me how I feel when you're supposed to be helping me. Oh, that's interesting. Hmm. Well, why do you come here then? It was either this or jail. No, I was kidding. Oh, really? Yes. Well, why don't you think I can help you? Do you doubt all of your, are you a negative person in general? No, I'm smart. Well, that's good. You have, yeah. Well, why are you here then if you don't think I can help you? Like I said, I'd be in jail if I was. Okay, so you're only here because you don't want to go to jail. Nope. I'm here because you're cute. I don't want to come here and look at somebody ugly. Oh, okay. So you find me attractive in an unconventional kind of way. I mean, you look like that dude that's on all them Adam Sandler movies with the bug eyes. Oh, okay. And you're attracted to him? Well, not really. I'm just attracted to his money. And y'all both got money. How much you charge? $150 an hour, $250 an hour to ask people how they feel? All you gotta do is play that D'Angelo song. How does it feel? And if you can make him laugh, if you can trigger him and let him know that you know what he's doing, you might have something. He'd be like, so you make about the same as an escort, don't you? You a bond escort, ain't you? You know, I have a friend who does escort service and she drive a nicer car than you. I sell your car in the parking lot. But that's okay. That's okay. Okay, where should I start? My childhood or what? What you want to know? It was all started on a Christmas Eve. Thank you, Dinky. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How can I stop bending over backwards for people? Have them bend over backwards for you. You know, stop being a people pleaser. If they're not doing nothing for you, they don't need to be in your presence. That's just it. If they're not beneficial to you, they don't need to be in your presence. Bye. Don't be around people that's not doing for you. Have standards, you know. Um, I wanted this beautiful diamond necklace, and I begged my mom because all the girls at school had them. Their dads had bought them, and I didn't have a daddy. Now you got daddy issues. And I always imagine me, having someone give me, a piece of jewelry. And it's just, my fantasy. And I kind of feel bad because, that never happened to me and I don't think it ever will. And, it just really hurts me inside. And I don't think anyone's been able to help me get over that fact. Well, so you're saying all someone has to do is buy you a diamond necklace? That sounds a little bit materialistic. No, it's the principle. It's not, the diamond can be fake. Most people can't afford a diamond anyway. You know, um, but it's the thought that counts. Oh, okay. Mhm. But if you can afford a diamond, I mean, that's the right thing to do. But if you can't, then you know, it's the thought that counts. Have you ever bought a woman a diamond before? Now, now you getting in his head. Well, let's talk about you. Oh, okay. Well, unless you're gonna buy me a diamond, you can't really help me now, can you? I think you're just joking. I'm not joking. Well, it looks like our time is up. Da, da, da. Yep. Time to collect your next fee. See you later, Doc. Mm-hmm. How to trigger a narcissist. Talk about yourself. You're talk about yourself and how everybody wants you. Oh my gosh, I went out today and like five men tried to, get my phone number. One paid for my coffee, and another one told me I was the most beautiful woman he's ever seen. I mean, I'm like, that's so sweet. Really? So, and then I went to the mall, and then this guy offered to pay for my outfit, and I was like, wow, that must be my lucky day. What? There you go. Triggered. But they probably thought you was a prostitute. I don't care, but they got so I got everything free. Didn't have to do nothing. Well, did you give him your phone number? Yeah, it was fake though. Think I'm gonna give some crazy fool my phone number? No. Oh well, they must have been old and ugly. They sure was. That's why I got designer clothes. You think nobody your age can afford this? Boop. Okay. Like I said, I've never met a narcissistic man. Thank you, Dinky Sprinkle Sprinkle. The problem is that I feel guilty. I don't know why. Because you've been programmed to feel guilty. Everybody's told you you don't deserve something. You shouldn't do that. You should just take what you're given and take the least and do the most. Of course you feel guilty because you've been programmed. Take the least and do the most. Does that sound fair to you? It sure doesn't sound fair to me. I'm taking the most and doing the least. That sounds fair. Get it out your mind. Reprogram your mind. Reprogram your mind. They don't feel guilty when they sleep with you and don't call you back and move on to the next chick. They really don't. So I wouldn't waste my time feeling guilty. Right. I followed your channel and gone by everything you said. I'm not working and he's obsessed with shopping every week. But sadly, he wants me to work. No rush. He's only 46. That's why, girl. That's why I told you go older. Tell him you can't find a job. Everybody's sexually harassing you. Save that shopping money and have him pay your bills. I don't know. There's only so much shopping you could do. Narcissists are attracted to people with light. They weren't attracted to me. I got a lot of light. They're attracted to people that they can walk on. They're attracted to people that will have low self-esteem, that won't speak up for themselves and put them in their place. They don't talk to women who can put them in their place. So, they're attracted. Yeah, they are attracted to victims. Because I've never met one. I've never met one. So I don't know. If you're meeting narcissists, perhaps you're giving off that victim vibe. Oh, I'm no victim, so I had to kick him out. Good for you. How to trigger a person who is entitled? Feel entitled back? Oh, I know you feel entitled, but sadly, so do I. So let's flip a coin. Who's gonna get this? Make a joke out of it, like you don't care. Your entitlement doesn't mean anything to me. I'm entitled to. What are we gonna do about it? Flip a coin. Mhm. So, if you're with someone who feels entitled, then you are not the prize, baby. Get away from him. I'm 29. He's 35. Spent money and been on trips. He's pulling away now, saying he's busy with work. Did you sleep with him, baby? But keeps calling, trying to see me. Should I ignore him or cut him off? If you slept with him, it's over. Move on, baby. Thank you, Jamie. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I started leveling up in June. Met a provider man. Now he's about to pay me for esthetician school and talking about marriage. LOL. Thank you. You changed my life. Girl, go ahead, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's wonderful. Congrats. Did you sleep with him? What? Hope not. The older man is in his 70s, wants me to sleep with him first. He starts doing things for me. I'm like, girl, no, that's stupid. Sound like the okie doke to me. You are the prize. Remember that. He's 75. What you doing? He is 50 years older than you. And you gonna do something first? What's wrong? You don't look good or something? You got to put a blindfold on? I understand if that's the case, but if you look good, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. He probably can't even see that good no more. you know, mm-mm. He gonna have to pay about 5 months of rent, put a down payment on a car before he even see any type of shoulder, elbow, or anything. No, ma'am. Know your worth. Know your worth. Just say no thanks. Bye. I'm gonna need some bills paid, baby. You 75. I'm 25. Okay. Remind him of his age. Tell him he got one foot in the grave. Okay. Someone said he thinks you're an escort. Um, thank you, but some of y'all are really getting the bad end of the deal or the offers anyway. Thank you. I'm a big fan of you. Oh, thank you. I share your videos with my friends who are in guy trouble and works every time. Been following you for a while. Try preaching it. Oh, thank you, girl. Thank you for sharing my video. That was nice. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, if you hate the baby voice, can you just be quiet? Sure, be quiet. What do you think of Lisa Bonet and Jason Momoa? Jackpot. Girl, she did that voodoo chicken spell on him. She did on Angel Heart. Yeah. Okay. If you could tell your 25-year-old self something, what would it be? Get more money. More money. Start a business earlier, get money earlier, get more, aim higher, have more standards. Like as far as what you want, don't be afraid to say, tell people, especially if you married, what you want. Don't be afraid to risk it all to get it all. You know, think I kind of did that, but I could have done it on a grander scale. But I think that's what I would tell myself. You young, you in your prime, you deserve it all. You know, you only 25 once. Mhm. How do you think I should intrigue a young guy's attention without acting desperate or approaching first? A young guy? Why would you want to attract a young guy's attention? I mean, just for fun? Hmm. Ask about his friend, girl. Ask about his friend. He gonna think you all into him. He gonna be like, oh yeah, excuse me. He gonna think you are finna come on to him. He gonna be like, yeah. Hi, my name is such and such. How are you doing today? Oh, I'm good. I'm good. You want me checking you out? I just have a question. Yeah. Do you know someone named such and such? Yeah, I know. Why? Well, I don't know. I'm kind of embarrassed. What you mean? You like him or something? You like him? He gonna be looking you up and down. You like him? I don't know. I don't know if I I think I have a class with him, and I just want to know if he had the notes. And I don't know which dorm room he lives in, or I don't know how to reach him. Do you know? Do you know? Oh, I thought you was gonna say you wanted me to holler at him for it. Oh no, he's not my type. Well, what is your type? Well, why? Well, I don't know. You kind of cute. Mhm. Well, I don't know. I don't really have a type. Oh, okay. So you open. Are you single? Ask about another man. Don't ask it like, oh, I like it. Don't say you like them. Just ask questions. Why you want to know? Why you want to know? Well, my friend like them. You see, then you have a reason to talk to him. He's gonna be checking you out the whole time. Then he gonna make his move. Yeah. Oh, my younger days. I remember how well he wasn't even young because I never dated anybody younger than me, except for there wasn't even no date. But the youngest I don't know. I remember the smoothest pickup that a Dusty pulled on me. It was smooth. It was a smooth, and y'all gonna laugh at me because it sound old school and old fashioned, but it was a smooth move. That Dusty done got me. Y'all wanna hear my Dusty smooth move that a Dusty pulled on me a long, long time ago? When I was like 19? No, 18. So y'all gonna laugh because it's an old school story. And I'm embarrassed to tell it. But anyway, here we go. Real quick, real quick. So I used to go to this billiard, aka pool hall, um, that I used to work at, but didn't work there for very long. But my friend and I used to go there because we was young and there was guys there and they would serve us drinks without checking no ID. So, um, so they had like one of those jukeboxes. If y'all know what that is, it's an old school, way to play music in the club or the billiard and hear your song. And so you got to stick a dollar in there or whatever. And so I played Michael Jackson, of course, because that's what I always got to play. And so I went, walked around, and then somebody played Prince, and I'm like, "Who playing Prince in here?" Because this is like a bunch of thugs, and yes, I used to hang out. People playing rap and stuff. Who's playing Prince up in here? And then I see this guy by the jukebox. Oh, okay. Then I go back to play something else. Then all of a sudden, this hand is coming in front of me and putting a dollar. Play what you want. A dollar. Play whatever you want. You the one that played Mike, huh? I like Mike. Mike cool. Uh-huh. I played Prince because I'm a Prince fan. I'm a Prince fan. It was over. And he looked like El DeBarge. The dustiness, the dustacity, a dollar. And he had a deep voice too. And he was six, like two. Don't even remind me. It took a dollar, a deep voice, and a Prince song. That's all it took for me. 18, I was young and dumb, but it worked. Okay. It was interesting. And he was a Pisces like me. Oh Lord, why? Why? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Don't do it. Pisces. No wonder we had so much in common. But you live and you learn. It was fun. Playing Temptations. What? Did I go on a date with him? Yes. That was my boyfriend for about a year. Till I met the next one and leveled up. Okay. Ooh, that relationship ended badly. Yeah. I was, I was cheating on him, of course, with my boss. Because you gonna make somebody work. That's what happened. Cheating on her with my boss. My boss owned the business though. Okay, he was the owner too. So I did good. I leveled up, girl. I leveled up. Anyway, that was my dusty story. It always takes a dollar. The first Dusty I ever met, my first Dusty boyfriend took a dollar too. He gave me his phone number on a dollar. Ooh, he gave me his number on a dollar. I was like 17. But at least they were giving me money, okay? That's a start. At least they giving you something. I started at $1. Y'all can do it. Okay, I started at $1. First date, I got $1. First day meeting. Anyway, but I don't regret any Dusty situation because one looked like Prince, one looked like Elder Barge. Okay, we was a whole '80s group. We was a whole '80s group. Like he had a purple motorcycle too. One of them, the first one, and then the other one, he thought he was Elder Barge. And then was that my last Dusty? I think that was the last one. It only took me twice. Girl, it only took me twice. Mhm. You weak for Prince? That'll get you every time. The Prince music. And then I fell for a DJ. He was semi dusty. It's always the music and the money. The music and the money. That's what be getting me. A dollar at 17. Oh, he gave me a dollar. Back then, gas was 99 cents, so that was gas money. Okay. Yes, I'm old. Okay. When I was in high school, a gallon of gas was like 99 cents. Girl, I was in the 90s. The 90s, girl. We would go to the Jamaican club and we would dance to Shabba Ranks. Y'all remember Shabba Ranks? Ting a ling a ling, school bell ring, booyaka booyaka. I have the Long Island iced tea. Drunk. Those were the days, the dusty days. Anyway, J's know how to get you too. Yes, I was mad too because I passed up meeting. I passed up. Well, I met Prince that night, but I passed up going into the VIP lounge to go talk to this stupid DJ. I could have been in there with celebrity, but I still got to meet Prince. So I met Prince twice, but this time, like, I left out of the room and I couldn't get back in because I went to go talk to the stupid DJ because he was like, "Come here." I messed up my position to come talk to you. Mhm. Oh, and then my sister, me, and a bunch of her friends went to Austin for I don't know if it was All Star. I don't remember what it was, but anyway, the relays or something. And we saw him because he was DJing out there, and he was dating me and my sister's friend at the same time. So he saw us both together. He like turned around and walked the other way. And she's like, "Why is he walking the other way?" I'm like, "Who?" "That's my boyfriend." I'm like, "Oh, we date too." "Really?" He was trying to be serious. I have daughters, and she was a little older. And he said that he was gonna be, he wanted to be with me seriously. I was like, "Well, that's why he turned around, baby, because we Have you been to his studio? No. I. So that's how that ended. She was mad. I said, "Don't worry, you can have. I got like three. You can have them. I got three. That's not the point. I I don't want to have them." He lied to me. I said, "Girl, I was lying to him too. You can have them for real." He don't have, he drive. He had a bad car anyway. So you can have them for real. That was so nice. So, do Dusties ever level up? I don't think any of the Dusties that I knew leveled up. I don't know. Women can men with what? Okay. Prince was nice. Yeah, he was very nice. Um, I met a lot of. I met a couple of people that night that was nice. um, yeah, I met a lot of famous people just going out by myself. Just show up. Mhm. Didn't even have to leave Houston. They come here. I'm just out and about. I meet 'em. You want to come sit with us? Sure. Mhm. Mhm. It is the moment for women to take the advantage. What? You use men for money. I remember, I think I told that story when I was met some celebrity guy and he gave me like he pulled out a bunch of cash and just gave it to me. I was like, "Oh." And the stupid chick was like, she don't need that much. I'm like, shut up. You ain't in charge of his wallet. Um, because they will try if you around a bunch of groupies, don't do it. It's the moment. What? 26 and over is dusty if they don't have nothing right. Um, do I carry mace? Well, I have mace now because I'm old. But I carry shoot back in the old days. I didn't carry no mace. I carried a knife. Hello. Um, mm, I did anyway. And flower power, Sheer, your level up is amazing. Have you had any Botox or fillers? No, I don't think I don't think I can get Botox. I think I would be allergic to it. I just know I would. I'm allergic to like hair dye and toxic things like similar. So I don't think I'll be able to do it. I wanted to do some type of Botox, but I'm scared that I'm allergic to it, and I don't want to mess up anything. Yes. hmm Lisa Bonet, man, literally worship her. Yeah, and she have yellow teeth. Girl, she probably told him she don't need them. I don't care. He probably had a crush on her growing up. Sometimes when you have a crush on somebody like your whole life and you just dream of being with them, sometimes that's what it is. Like you never know. I mean, I met my crush. I mean, I met shoot. No, it wasn't Michael Jackson when I was a teenager, but I met my crush, and then I was like, so he's all right. He all right. Uh huh. It's not as good when you meet him, so, but obviously it was with him. she was more than he thought. Would you color your hair when gray starts to stay young? Of course. My hair already gray. Hmm. I'm allergic to it, but there's some that's natural that you can use. I can't use regular hair dye, but there's some natural kind that I can use. Hmm. You too old for crushes? Well, I was young. Shoot, I was like what, 21, 20. Um, you saw Lisa at Whole Foods. She's all right. Okay. You have to reverse your gray hairs with subliminal subconscious program. Hair don't be gray. Mm. Hmm. I don't have Botox. I think I'm allergic to Botox. I'm afraid it is going to jack up my face. I would be the type of person to be allergic to Botox. Hey, kitty. Hmm. What do you use to reverse gray hair again? Hair dye. She said subconscious subliminal messaging to yourself. I am not gray. Mhm. Yeah. So yeah, I think this video is long enough. Hi, kitty. I want to see Velvet. Come on, Velveeta. Y'all see Velveeta over here? Isn't she precious? Isn't she lovely? This is the sweetest thing ever. Yes, little kitty. This is my baby. Oh, yes. You know, all villains have a cat. Pose, kitty. um, my cat loves me. You fill out your tax return. Send me good luck. Good luck, girl. Good luck. Did you did you do your own taxes? Because I don't like my I don't like my what you call it, accountant. I want somebody just gonna do all the work for me. Because I give them the forms and show them my QuickBooks, and they do everything. And I don't even really keep track of that QuickBooks, but they can go back a couple of months. I want somebody to do all the work because I hate it. Isn't he Dusty? The Stevie Wonder version. You did your own taxes on TurboTax. Lucky you. I got too much stuff. Like it's a mess. But I got QuickBooks, so make it easier. Okay, so if you want a man to do more for you, act like they can't. That's how you trigger them. If you want a man to do more for you, act like they can't. I know you're already paying my bills and whatnot, whatnot. Thank you so much. It's very nice of you. Da, da, da. But sometimes, I get a little bit depressed. Why? Why are you depressed? I don't know, cause like, sometimes I wanna just get up and go buy, a bite to eat or a nice pair of shoes every now and then, and I can't do it. It just really upsets me. They don't have a lot of spending money, and it's just sometimes I get sad and depressed, and like all of my friends are doing A, B, C, and D, and have to stay home and watch Netflix. I just get sad sometimes, and then I miss you and blah 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 blah. Well, how much money do you need? I'll give you this much. I know, but my bills are so expensive, and I put a little bit of my savings, but I just need a little bit extra. All right, well, how much do you need? Oh, maybe like how much were you gonna give me? What's my limit? Okay. Mm. So yeah, you can get that. You just gotta know how to ask. You gotta know how to say things. You gotta know how to give hints and clues. Um, I do got some. I do have some keychains on my Poshmark. I have these now, like these type, and the blue and yellow. And these are still on there. And I think I have white, maybe a white one left. Those are still on there. The other ones are sold out. And I do have the little perfume ones, the perfume keychains. How long it take me to move in with James? 3 months. You know, girl, I've been over his house before, and I just showed up to his house with a suitcase, crying, crying with a suitcase at his house in the rain. That's how I moved in. My mom kicked me out. We had a fight. Can I stay here? That's how I move in with no discussion. I was in a vulnerable position. What's my cash app? Hey girl. I'll write it in there. But thank you. But yeah, show up at his house with a suitcase crying in the rain, girl. That'll help. Come on in. Get my cash app. Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How you move in so early? I showed up at his house with a suitcase in the rain crying. Mm-hmm. I have nowhere else to go. So that's why. Check the weather, girl. Yeah. Check the weather before you go. Let me see what the weather is. Are you telling me to check it, or is it rain outside? Is it cold? What the heck? It's gonna rain tomorrow. Okay. You can do it tomorrow if you live in Houston. It's gonna rain all day. How old was James when I met him? 47. 47. But I was 22. 47, 22. Mhm. Okay. So, if you have like he was a very confident person. So if you have a very confident person, you could trigger them by playing on that confidence. Okay. How did I get James to divorce his wife and marry me? I told him I'm finna leave. I'm out. I gotta get out. Oh, it was funny because they were separated anyway, but that paperwork was very important. Like I said, I don't, my mouth. I said I don't do the ghetto divorce. I need the real deal. You know, I said, I don't do ghetto divorces. I need the real divorce. I need the paperwork. Y'all know how like people just never divorce and be old but never divorce. I told him I don't do the ghetto divorce. I said it's low class. I played on his class. I said I'm too classy to be involved with a man who is in a ghetto divorce. What's that mean? That means you're too broke. Girl, he was broke against. Are you too broke to get divorced? So you just stay married because you can't afford it. Well, I'm not broke. Da, 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 da. I said, well, then why aren't you divorced then? What you waiting on? You gonna get back with her? Oh no, Da, 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 da. Okay, well, I gave him an ultimatum. I'm like, okay, well, if it ain't done by this time next year, guess what? I'm out. I just gave him the ultimatum. If it ain't done by this time next year, I'm out. On to the next. Now, the reason I could do that is because I was still young and I still had many options and I could. So I used what I knew and I wasn't afraid to risk it all because I knew I could go get another one. That's how I did it. The ghetto divorce. Yep. I painted a picture. I painted an ugly old picture. I got to go into detail. Yeah, when I used to work in the funeral home, we used to have all these people with the ghetto divorce. Yep, their mistress would be on one side, the real wife would be on the other, the children would be in the middle. It was a hot mess. It was ghetto. We used to everybody. We was a ghetto mess. You know, the girlfriend trying to tell the funeral director what to do, and then the wife be like, you ain't married. That's not his wife." It was a hot mess, and I refused to be a part of that situation. So you're supposed to be all smart and high class and stuff like that, but you sitting here with a ghetto divorce? No, ma'am. No, sir. Bye. So I played on his ego a little bit. Mhm. Yeah, but that was a funny story. A ghetto divorce is when you don't really get divorced, but you just separate and live separately until you die. It's what most people probably have, and why they won't marry the person that they're living with for 20 years because they haven't gotten divorced from the first person that they married to. Okay, that's the kind of man that say a piece of paper don't matter. Okay, that's the kind. So yeah, it do matter. That's not gonna work. Oh well, it worked for me. Mhm. I still got options. Thank you, girl. I just gave him the ultimatum. If you ain't divorced by this time next year, I'm out. And he knew I wasn't joking. hmm You knew somebody was married for 18 years and will not marry her, but too busy up in my face, girl. Poor lady. Can you see my feet? Sure. Let me show you these feet. Ooh, child, look at that. Sexy. Ooh, that's a good foot. So give me my donation. And why do men cheat on popular celebrities like Cardi B? Because they can. Mhm. Okay, because they can. If you had people throwing yourself, if you grew up broke and not a lot of women liked you because you was a dusty, and now every woman that was always out of your league is throwing themselves at you, you gonna take it. Like, oh yeah, you know. Mhm. They know they can get away with it. They're gonna keep doing it. Mhm. So they come into the mindset, well, why shouldn't I have this? I'm rich. I'm famous. This is the life. This is what I'm supposed to be. Why shouldn't I be able to do this? I make this much money. They use that to say, oh, well, I can cheat because it doesn't matter. I'm rich and I'm famous, and this is the lifestyle. This is the lifestyle, you know? Mhm. I'm sure Beyonce has cheated on you before too. I'm sure you done cheated on him. Anyway, I'm finna go for real. Bye, y'all. If you bought my book, thank you, girl. Thank you, Live Lonnie. Sprinkle, sprinkle, Leonie. I have a new book coming out real soon. I'm trying to hopefully by the end of this month. So y'all can get that too soon. It'll be both ebook and physical copy. Okay. So that should be out very, very soon. Y'all gonna like it. Y'all gonna like it. You gonna get all my books, girl? Thank you. Mm-hmm. Sleep well. I will. Y'all sleep good too. Sweet dreams. Don't let the dust bugs bite. Don't let the bye. The dust bugs.